Well, ladies and gentlemen here that are tuning in for Northfield and Lakeville, the match right before us, the 2 o'clock game, got started very late. This is Casson Manorville and Byron. And there, Byron just took the third set. They are now up 2-1. So we have some time. Sorry I didn't come on earlier and fill everybody in on what was going, why I didn't start it. That's the reason why. So I'm just going to let you guys enjoy some Casson Manorville and Byron a little bit here. We'll play some ads during their timeouts and breaks as well. So enjoy. We'll be watching a little bit of volleyball here before the number 1 seed Northfield Raiders versus number 2 seed Lakeville Panthers.
Financing a house is about more than a mortgage. It's about creating a home. Whether you're a first-time home buyer, buying your forever home, looking to take advantage of today's great refinance rates, or finally getting to those home improvements, Hometown Credit Union's wide variety of home loan options and highly competitive rates can help make your house, well, a home. Learn more and apply online at hometowncu.coop. Equal housing lender.
Locally owned and operated, Professional Pride Realty specializes in residential, commercial, and agricultural property. Search the entire multiple listing service at professionalpriderealty.com or call us at 507-663-1100.
This is Matt Hillman, Superintendent of Northfield Public Schools. I am grateful for the ongoing support this community provides our students. On November 8th, the district is asking voters to renew and expand our capital projects levy, last passed in 2011. This levy is about our students. It is about stewardship. It is about taking care of our facilities, supplying equipment and resources for student learning, and relieving the general fund. If both questions pass, taxes on a $350,000 home will increase by $6.75 per month. Make an informed decision on Election Day. Learn more at northfieldschools.org.
Paid for by Northfield School District number 659.
Fireside Orchard and Gardens is ready for you to pre-order your holiday pies. Yes, Fireside Orchards has fresh pressed apple cider, caramel apples, fudge, cheese, and all of your favorite Minnesota apple varieties, but the pies. You'll want to pre-order some apple crisp or apple or Dutch apple pies. Open 7 days a week, 9 to 6 until Thanksgiving. Avoid the crowds and stop by during the week. Fireside Orchard and Gardens is located just west of Northfield on Highway 19. Check them out on Facebook or see a full list of apples at firesideorchard.com. Then stop for the apples and stay for the gardens at Fireside Orchard and Gardens.
Are you in the market for a new home or considering remodeling your current home? Schmidt Homes and Schmidt Homes Remodeling should be your first and last call. Schmidt Homes, known for their innovative designs, uncompromising quality and craftsmanship, superior service, while maintaining their reputation of fairness, honesty, and integrity for over 30 years. They're the only builder in the area to offer an in-house designer and a showroom to make your selections. They have over 30 new building lots available in Northfield. Check out their website at schmidthomes.com for more information.
And that one is sent back over point Bears.
That was good on Byron. They were up and ready to have that block there.
Yeah, good block on number 7. She's quick at the net, doing a nice job on the outside.
Server wasting no time here, getting the ball back into play here. Picked up by the libero on the Casson side. Right side attack. Swung over, picked up there nicely by the Bears. And out of the back row, looking for the line. Nice cross-court shot.
Justin, good shot from the back row, able to get right on the edge, making Casson Manorville thinking that it's going to be out and just landed in.
Bears continue with the service stripe here. Put the ball into play. Picked up by the libero for Casson. Over to the left side. Pushed over. Tough dig there and a nice job looking for line, but picked up by the Comets out of the back row here. Picked up nicely by the Bears of the left pin attack. Does not make it over.
Ooh, that was too bad. She was just short and had that net violation on that swing there. The timing was just a little bit off.
16 serving 11 for Casson here. Number 10 at the service stripe puts the ball into play there, picked up by the Bears. Quick into the middle. They're not fooled by it on the Comets side, but the second contact does not come together for the Comets.
Byron really trying to find their way back here in this fourth set. KM's leading 16-12.
Bears continue. Serve picked up by the libero for the Comets. Left side attack. Big swing there. The block gets a piece of it. Over to the left side for the Bears. Again, the block gets a touch for the Comets. Right side, and we're going to get a double contact.
Double contact there by the setter. Cam just wasn't able to get running on that one.
13, things tightening up here in set number 4. Picked up by the libero for the Comets. Into the middle. Sent over. Nice dig there to bring that back up. The bump set sent over. Opportunity here for the Comets to set up on the left pin attack. Up off the block. Picked up in the back row. Sent all the way over to the left side. Looking for a cross. It's long and wide. I'm sorry. It's wide.
That was Byron trying to hit around that block that Cassie Manorville had set, and it was just out of bounds.
Libero for the Comets will put the ball into play here. Picked up by the Bears over to the right side. No, what a sharp attack there.
Good swing. Just able to find the court there. Send in.
18 serving 21 here for the Bears. The right-hander puts the ball into play here, picked up. The bump set over the left side, and that one did not get over.
Her timing was just a little bit off on that attack. It's hard to come off of an attack on a bump set. Just not sure. Inconsistent timing.
We have a timeout on the floor.
I hate when that happens.
Blah, 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 blah.
I'm like, what am I even saying right now?
Like, I know what I'm saying in my head, but it has no sense when it comes out.
I know, I'm like, the thoughts are in my head. I know what happened, but I can't speak.
It's so fast, too. The game is so quick.
I know.
And part of the reason I want to do that radio style is because we have radio listeners that aren't here.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep throwing things in that they maybe, you can't assume everybody's on here watching.
Right.
Otherwise, if you listen to a match that's on TV, they don't call every touch like that.
No.
Yeah.
But I think we need to do that a little bit.
Yep.
All right, we'll just practice this through this set, and then we can be done.
All right. That looks like we're going to a fifth one.
It does right now. Things are exciting here in the Civic Center as the Bears put the ball into play here. Picked up by the Comets over to the left pin, up off the block.
And there was a touch on that block. Too bad they couldn't answer it with a return, with a pass.
Nice.
See, there again, it's in my head. I get it.
It's okay. We'll get it out before our game.
Comets with the serve here. Number 12 at the service stripe. Puts the ball into play here. Picked up by the Bears. The bump set out of the back row. The attack over. Libero's there to pick this one up. Pushed over to the left side. Up off the block. They pick it up on coverage. Back row attack here again. Nice dig there for the Comets. They keep this thing alive, but it's a free ball opportunity for the Bears. What are they going to go? Left side, up off the block. Picked up nicely there by the Comets. Play continues. Long rally here, up off the block there, but picked up nicely. Swatted over the on-two.
Byron able to find court there. Is very fast play. Good move by the setter just to dump it over. Wide open hole right there.
Yep, that was a really nice tip that number 5 sent over. That brings it to 22-20. Byron's creeping back in this set.
Bears at the service stripe here. Number 20 putting the ball into play. Picked up by the libero for the Comets over to the left pin. Don't think the block got a piece of that. They're going to do the bump set here over to the left side. Swung over. It's wide.
I see she was trying to avoid the block there, but she sent it just a little far out of bounds.
Yeah, they're really using their outsides a lot, and they're trying to hit around the block. Not having a lot of luck right now.
23 serving 20. Ball put into play here, picked up by the Bears. Quick into the middle. Block sends it back. They'll reload. Sent back over by the Bears over to the right side. Block rejects that one.
Nice block by Byron. Just straight down onto the floor. Very good read on their part.
A lot of nice at the net plays right there by both teams. Good coverage.
21 serving 23. Ball into play here. A little confusion on the Comets side. They sorted out. Nice swing there from the left pin. The Bears set up their offense. Left side, high up off the block. Libero there to pick this one up. Over to the left side. Swing down the line. Byron there to pick this one up. Left pin attack. Block sends it back. They'll recycle the point here. Over to the left side again. They try it again. Cross court this time. Libero there to pick this one up. Over to the right side. Up off the block. Another long rally here. Setter sends this quick into the middle. It's gone.
Nice swing by Byron. Way to run quick.
That was a really nice
23-22. KM still in the lead, but Byron has made quite the comeback in this fourth set here.
Wow. Timeout on the floor, folks.
Let's hope Byron wins this one. I might scream a little, though. Is that okay? You guys might go deaf.
It doesn't sound bad.
Well, that was pretty pathetic.
Oh. Oh, maybe give me a little touch of volume. A little tick. Do you know which one I am? Yeah, I think that. Yeah.
Is that yours?
I'm hard on hearing.
I have no problem hearing you guys. I can't hear me. But that's probably because I didn't have it close enough to my mouth.
All right, we're back here. Byron with the serve, put into play. Libero there to pick this one up over to the left side. Goes up over the block this time. Sent back over. Opportunity here for the Comets to set up. A little bit of chaos on the floor here.
Oh, that was just one bad communication error for the Bears.
Did you hear me gasp?
I gasped too. That was pretty bad.
24, serving 22. It is set point here. Libero and a service error.
KM misses on match point.
You never miss on a set point. That is a golden rule of volleyball. On that set point, you make your serve.
Byron with the serve. Right-hander puts it over. Picked up here by the Comets. Pushed over to the right side, up off the block. Nice coverage there. Over to the right side. Block sends it back. Joust, no, it goes down.
That was really great coverage off the block by Byron.
Yeah, really good coverage. Byron able to tie it up here after being down quite a few points in this fourth set.
Ladies and gentlemen, volleyball's version of overtime. Extra points here in the fourth set. Left pin. Oh, she sends this over to Jan too. Trying to find a spot on the court there. The Bears send it over from the left side. Libero with the bump set over to the right pin. Gets over the block and down.
Byron not able to get some coverage on that one. Just hit the ground.
Yep, I anticipated the wrong type of roll off of that block there, and they just weren't ready for it.
Substitution on the Comets side. Everybody getting up on their feet here. What an exciting finish to this set. Ball put into play here, picked up by the Bears. Back roll, a little bit of miscommunication there, I think, on what was happening for the Comets. They're looking for a spot on the court here. They don't find it. Left side, roll shot over here, picked up by the Comets. Over to the left pin, up, off the block. Nicely covered by the Bears. Over to the left side, gets up off the block for them. Another long rally here out of the back row. The Comets high in the air. Brings this one back over. Free ball opportunity here for Casson. Quickly over to the left side, goes up off the block there, and another great coverage on that over the block tip. Sent back. Comets there to pick it up out of the back row. It's long, it hits the line, Judge.
Byron ties it up again. Cam just hitting it out of bounds. 25-25 here. Really exciting match right now.
Yep, both teams are looking just to find that hole in the other side's court, but I see a lot of tipping going on. A lot of free balls in this fourth set.
Byron with the serve here. The right-hander puts it in play. Libero there to pick it up for the Comets over to the left side. Through the block and down.
That was a good swing by Casson. Manorville's outside. Pushed right through that block.
Yeah, Casson's really looking to push this fifth set here. Byron's just not giving up yet. They don't want to go to 5.
Server ready here for the Comets. Puts it in play. Tough receive.
And we are going to 5. KM's able to pull it off. 27-25 in the fourth set.
Navigating legal issues can feel overwhelming. There's no GPS to tell you what's the best path, direct you away from jams, or get you back on track when things go sideways. The attorneys at Kretsch Law can help you or your business navigate the twists and turns of addressing the big or small legal issues that can come your way. Kretsch Law provides practical, cost-effective legal advice, planning, and guidance for individuals or businesses of any size. Whether you need a zealous advocate or a thoughtful planner, Kretsch Law can help you and your business get where you want to go. Kretsch Law. Problem solved. Futures planned. KretschLaw.com.
There are a million reasons to have a financial plan, and money is only one of them. Done right, your plan should lighten your step so that you can lift up others. At Thrivent, we've helped clients with advice, investments, insurance, banking, and generosity for over 100 years. Let Thrivent help you find your financial clarity so you can live a life that's full as well as fulfilling. See how your money can do more.
You want it all in one convenient place. We get it. And we've got it too with Cub Pickup and Delivery. Now with all the perks of My Cub rewards, like exclusive digital coupons and fuel rewards with every online order. Pick it up or let Cub deliver to your door with no hidden fees. Easier to shop, easier to save. Cub Pickup and Delivery, all perked up, only at Cub.com. All pickup orders over $50 are always free with My Cub rewards. My Cub, my way.
360 Communities delivers safety and stability that improves lives. We've been doing this for over 50 years, one relationship at a time. Our free programs prevent homelessness, address hunger, boost high school graduation rates, and foster healthy relationships. We are the only provider in Dakota County offering safe shelter and services for victims of domestic and sexual violence. Get help or give help today. Visit 360communities.org or call 952-985-5300 and make a meaningful difference for yourself and your community. 360 Communities. Help in the moment, hope for the future.
Holiday Station on Ipava is your place for delicious snacks and ice-cold drinks. Once you're done refreshing yourself, refresh your vehicle with our brand new car wash. Last but not least, say Go Panthers to your cashier the next time you fill up, and we'll give you a 10-cent discount on gas. From the Holiday Station on Ipava, Go Panthers.
Welcome back here to the Rochester Mayo Civic Center. And we are still watching Casson Manorville and Byron, as they go into now the fifth set. Each are obviously tied at 2-2. It is now 2-1 in favor of Byron. I'm letting the play-by-play and color people getting a glass of water so we can have a voice for the game we all want to watch. So I'll just jump on here periodically once it gets close to the end. Update everybody.
Matt Hillman, Superintendent of Northfield Public Schools. I am grateful for the ongoing support this community provides our students. On November 8th, the district is asking voters to renew and expand our capital projects levy, last passed in 2011. This levy is about our students. It is about stewardship. It is about taking care of our facilities, supplying equipment and resources for student learning, and relieving the general fund. If both questions pass, taxes on a $350,000 home will increase by $6.75 per month. Make an informed decision on Election Day. Learn more at northfieldschools.org.
Paid for by Northfield School District number 659.
Casson Manorville is leading 12-6 over Byron in this fifth set. And that'll do it. Castle Manorville defeats Byron 15-12 in 5 sets. So I'm assuming they're going to do a medal ceremony now, and then our Lakeville North and Northfield Raiders will warm up. We'll play a few more ads here as they get ready to pull this stuff out. This is going to be the Section 1 for a final volleyball game between Northfield and Lakeville North on LN Panthers Live, KYMN Radio, and Northfield Live.
Station on Ipava is your place for delicious snacks and ice-cold drinks. Once you're done refreshing yourself, refresh your vehicle with our brand new car wash. Last but not least, say Go Panthers to your cashier the next time you fill up, and we'll give you a 10-cent discount on gas. From the Holiday Station on Ipava, Go Panthers.
360 Communities delivers safety and stability that improves lives. We've been doing this for over 50 years, one relationship at a time. Our free programs prevent homelessness, address hunger, boost high school graduation rates, and foster healthy relationships. We are the only provider in Dakota County offering safe shelter and services for victims of domestic and sexual violence. Get help or give help today. Visit 360communities.org or call 952-985-5300 and make a meaningful difference for yourself and your community. 360 Communities. Help in the moment, hope for the future.
You want it all in one convenient place. We get it, and we've got it too with Cub Pickup and Delivery. Now with all the perks of My Cub rewards, like exclusive digital coupons and fuel rewards with every online order. Pick it up or let Cub deliver to your door with no hidden fees. Easier to shop, easier to save. Cub Pickup and Delivery, all perked up, only at Cub.com. All pickup orders over $50 are always free with My Cub rewards. My Cub, my way.
If you're thinking about buying your first home, don't be intimidated by what you think is a complicated process. The local mortgage experts at Franzen Bank will be with you every step of the way and find the best mortgage for your situation. Franzen's online application is easy, secure, and mobile friendly. You could be in your new home sooner than you think. Go to franzenbank.com/get there today. Franzen Bank and Trust. Real people, real results.
Hello, I'm Rick Dillman, Clinic Manager at MD Squared. We are currently looking for a certified medical assistant that can assist with the front desk, room patients, obtain vitals, administer vaccinations, and draw and run labs. Don't worry, we offer extensive training on how to run the labs. So if you're looking to be a part of a team that not only recognizes your contributions, but implements your ideas, which leads to spearheading positive change in the medical community, visit our website and click on the Careers tab to apply.
There are a million reasons to have a financial plan, and money is only one of them. Done right, your plan should lighten your step so that you can lift up others. At Thrivent, we've helped clients with advice, investments, insurance, banking, and generosity for over 100 years. Let Thrivent help you find your financial clarity so you can live a life that's full as well as fulfilling. See how your money can do more.
Simon's Ace Hardware and Lakeville North Panther Sports both have you covered. The Panther volleyball team has wall-to-wall coverage against opponents. Just like Benjamin Moore Paints and Stains can provide wall-to-wall coverage in your home, Panther soccer players are always up in the grill of their opponents. Simon's Ace has the best selection of grills from Weber, Traeger, and Big Green Egg. Panther football players make magic on turf, while Simon's Ace has the tools to work magic on your lawn with mowers and trimmers from Toro. Visit one of Simon's Ace hardware stores, 6 locations, including 2 in Lakeville and 1 in Apple.
Or they're trying to get to the point for Peterson, picks it up, crashing the net, fires and scores! Julia Peterson gives the Raiders a 2-0.
Again, pass to the right. Kaiser with a shot, and he scores! Are you kidding me? Camden Kaiser with a shot to go from the point, and the Raiders win! Raiders win!
For females, for team, Maggie Malika.
from all the way over there can do that. As here comes Fish. He crashes the net, goes top shelf. That's his 4th goal of the ball game, and the Raiders double the overtime. Important grab is in there, strike 3. Got Shopper looking for outnumbered through the neutral zone. He takes it after Klotz. He's going to fire on that and score. Spencer Klotz goes up top, and it's 1-0 Raiders. Here, start off the bottom of the 7th. We'll see if Megan Snyder can be the hero. First pitch to Snyder. She's going to bunt it. Throw to first is nobody's there. It gets past her. Here comes Blandon to the plate, and she's going to score in the Raiders.
Klotz, he's made good spin move. Klotz, he's shot. He scores! Spencer Klotz puts the Raiders up 5-4.
2-1 pitch to Stepka. Lined into the right center gap, and that one's going to drop for a base hit. Peterson's going to round third and score.
Yeah, jumper by Richardson, good. That was a nice turnaround jumper by Richardson.
There's a centering pass, and it's good. And guess who? That's number 12, Kaiser, with another goal on the season. That's number 24 for Camden Kaiser.
On his back, and I sent the Raiders to the championship round. The triplet to the plate. She lines this one into right field. That one gets down for a base hit. Horman is going to go through the stop sign. She's going to score. This game is tied.
Michael Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center. Hunting season is right around the corner. Out in the woods, you line up your scope. Wouldn't it be nice to be glasses free? No fogging or steaming. Time for LASIK. With 25 years of experience and 25,000 procedures, we are your experienced Southern Minnesota LASIK specialists. Dr. Michael Ritchie, Dr. Corey Miller, and Dr. Michael Reinsbach.
Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center, Faribault. World-class LASIK, small-town traffic. RitchieEyeClinic.com.
At Merchants Bank, we're committed to helping our customers fulfill their hopes and dreams. But what does that look like? It means being there to guide you through financial choices, like tips for maximizing your savings or choosing an affordable mortgage option based on your needs. It means we have digital banking tools to make your life easier. And when you need a local, friendly person to talk to, we're here for you then, too. Join Merchants Bank family today. Visit merchantsbank.com or stop in today.
Heritage Dental Care in Northfield is a general dental clinic specializing in a variety of dental procedures and services. New patients and emergencies are welcomed 5 days a week. Heritage Dental Care is a proud supporter of Northfield Athletics and wish all of our athletes the best of luck this season. Make an appointment today with Dr. David Bress, Dr. David Buck, or Dr. Michael Thompson. Go Raiders!
Locally owned and operated, Professional Pride Realty specializes in residential, commercial, and agricultural property. Search the entire multiple listing service at professionalpriderealty.com or call us at 507-663-1100.
This is Matt Hillman, Superintendent of Northfield Public Schools. I am grateful for the ongoing support this community provides our students. On November 8th, the district is asking voters to renew and expand our capital projects levy, last passed in 2011. This levy is about our students. It is about stewardship. It is about taking care of our facilities, supplying equipment and resources for student learning, and relieving the general fund. If both questions pass, taxes on a $350,000 home will increase by $6.75 per month. Make an informed decision on Election Day. Learn more at northfieldschools.org.
Paid for by Northfield School District number 659.
Good afternoon, volleyball fans, and welcome inside the Mayo Civic Center Arena for this special presentation on KYMN Radio, NorthfieldLive.com, and LNPanthersLive.com of the MSHSL Section 1-4A Volleyball Championship match between the number 2 seed, the Lakeville North Panthers, and the number 1 seeded Northfield Raiders. Alongside the Hall of Famers Kelly Piker and Sydney Anderson, I'm Jim Welbrock, and we are thrilled to be here to bring you this championship match. Ladies, what do we expect? Kelly?
You know, last time we were in this Civic Center, we played Lakeville North in 2017, so I anticipate this will be a comeback and get 'em type of game today. I think the Raiders are going to come out ready to win and willing to fight for every single ball.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a really good matchup tonight here in the Civic Center. We've got two great teams, a lot of strong talent out there tonight, so I definitely think it's going to be a good matchup tonight here in the Civic Center.
Yeah, I concur with your thoughts. I think these are teams that are seasoned in the playoffs and have both had fantastic seasons, and we are just baited and waiting for this match to get underway. We just got done with a fantastic match between Casson Manorville and Byron. Went 5 sets with Casson winning ultimately. So we've been delayed a little bit here, and everybody's itching. We had a lot of fans that are getting into their seats here and finding their spots where they want to be. And I'm sure a lot of them remember 2017 and what happened between the battle between these two teams. And we are just absolutely excited to get going here. And in support of that, we want to listen to what Northfield head coach Tim Torstensen has to say about the match, and we will go to that interview now.
Yeah, this interview is brought to us by Professional Pride Realty, Northfield's only locally owned real estate broker. All right, I'm here with Northfield head coach Tim Torstensen, and it is section final time versus Lakeville North. Coach, let's start off talking about that Miss Volleyball nomination.
Yeah, so Sydney Janes was I found out this last week, was nominated for Miss Baden, which is one of the top 5 players or the best players in Minnesota, and it's well deserved. She's been starting for us for 4 years now. Has just been dominant the last 2 as a hitter, even though she's going to go to college to play libero, but they may look at that too. But she's going to the University of Tennessee, which is a great program, and she, like I said, she's been a solid player for us, and I truly believe she's the best player in the state of Minnesota. So.
That is great. All right, let's talk a little bit about the team stuff. What is it? This is section final game. What does it take to get here? It's a lot of work all throughout the season.
Yeah, so this is what we play for all year long. It's great to win the conference and get that back in Northfield, but we haven't been able to get over this hump of getting through the finals and getting to state. So we were here a few years ago and just against Lakeville North, and it was our first time here, and it was a little big for us, I think, and they killed us 3-0. But I think we're a different team this year. We're much more competitive, and I think we've just gotten better as the year has gone on, and that's our goal by the time we get here.
All right, let's now talk about what you've done well here during the section tournament and what you expect Lakeville North to try and execute and what you want to do about it.
Sure. I thought our last 2 matches, especially against Mayo the other night, we passed really well, kept us in system, which means we can set any of our hitters, and that's the key to us winning. If we're in system and we pass well and we can get the ball to our hitters, I don't think there are a lot of teams in the state that can stop us, and we've kind of proven that throughout the year. But that's a big key for us, is we just need to be able to pass when they're serving out of serve receive. We need to be able to pass, get the ball up to Tegan so she can set all of our hitters. We've played North one other time. We played them out in Marshall. That was earlier this year, way back in the beginning of September. And we beat them 2-0, and I think we did a really good job in that match of what I was just talking about, running our offense, being able to use our hitters. They have a really good setter. They've got some big swings too. They're just very even keel. They don't get too excited about stuff. They don't get too upset when they make mistakes, and they just play a solid match the entire time you play them. So we just have to be ready for that. Sometimes we struggle with that. If we're not getting big kills, we sometimes shut down, and then that's when they can pick it away at us. So that's the key for us winning, is just to be able to stay in system, keep attacking them, and keep them on their heels.
Coach, I can't thank you enough for your time right before this big game. Go get them.
Thank you.
Locally owned and operated, Professional Pride Realty specializes in residential, commercial, and agricultural property. Search the entire multiple listing service at professionalpriderealty.com or call us at 507-663-1100.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here in the Mayo Civic Center. The teams are on the court here going through their warm-ups. We have 19 minutes, 10 seconds before the first serve in this match. Interesting to hear Coach Torstensen's comments there. I do have to echo that. I think if you stay in system and you have all of your hitting options available to you, that is going to be one of the keys tonight. Kelly and Sydney, I'll start with you, Kelly. What do you have to add to what Coach Torstensen said there?
I do think this is going to be a hitting game, and it's going to be whoever can play defense. We have to be able to get our block there, and we have to be ready to cover because North is going to use our block, and we're going to use their block. So I do think it's going to be a pretty defensive game. We're going to just have, and then being able to get those sets to our hitters and making those strong attempts. So
Sydney, your thoughts?
Yeah, I agree with that. We saw in our game against Mayo a couple times when our block was late, we struggled a little bit. So it's definitely, we're going to have to be up there and be on the block for the Northfield girls. So I do think we're going to have to be defensive at the net. I know North will have to be defensive at the net as well. Northfield has a little bit of momentum coming in. They're 27-3 coming into tonight's match. They went 11-0 in the conference and did win the Big Nine Conference. So they've got a little bit of momentum coming into this tonight. I know both teams are going to come out strong, and we just have to be, I know all teams are going to be ready offensively and need to be ready defensively as well.
Yeah, I think one of the other things that maybe in the last few years that has changed a little bit is, especially at the high school level, you'd say a lot of these teams maybe aren't familiar with each other so much. If you get to a section final, you may not have seen the team that's on the other side of the net. That is not the case here tonight. These teams have already played each other during the year, albeit I will mention that was in a tournament where there are 2 out of 3 sets played, not 3 out of 5. The other thing is that most of these players play club ball in one of the big clubs in the Twin Cities, and they already know everybody that's on the other side of the net. They know their tendencies. They perhaps were even on the same teams. So I don't think there are a whole lot of secrets here that are going to be revealed. It's just a matter of who comes out and executes their game tonight. I'm going to send it back to Lance here, and we'll talk a little bit about Lakeville.
Burnsville Hyundai, we're more than just the South Metro's top Hyundai dealer. We care about the community we serve. That's why we're excited every time a young student gets behind the wheel for the first time. We also take pride in selling safe, reliable vehicles for kids and families, because we want everyone driving to practice, games, or concerts to arrive safe and sound. At Luther Burnsville Hyundai, we take pride in serving the community and are proud to support high school activities.
At BTD, it's not just join our team, it's join our team and let's do this. Let's go make great things for the products that keep our world running with the training and support you need from any skill set. Because at BTD, it's not just a job, it's a career. Find yours today with some of the highest starting wages in our region at btdmfg.com.
Navigating legal issues can feel overwhelming. There's no GPS to tell you what's the best path, direct you away from jams, or get you back on track when things go sideways. The attorneys at Kretsch Law can help you or your business navigate the twists and turns of addressing the big or small legal issues that can come your way. Kretsch Law provides practical, cost-effective legal advice, planning, and guidance for individuals or businesses of any size. Whether you need a zealous advocate or a thoughtful planner, Kretsch Law can help you and your business get where you want to go. Kretsch Law. Problem solved. Futures planned. KretschLaw.com. With the turbulence of the last few years, it's more important than ever to have a home team advantage working for you. Liz Sandwick of Sandwick Real Estate Group with Coldwell Banker Realty is here to coach you through the process of buying or selling your home. Not only does Liz have all of the knowledge and tools to help you achieve your goals, but she lives in, works, and supports the Lakeville community. Check out her consistent 5-star reviews online. Find out more about Liz Sandwick and Sandwick Real Estate Group with Coldwell Banker Realty by visiting sandwickrealestategroup.com or call 952-491-3685 today. Digital Impact Solutions, your South Metro print shop with big city connections. Whether you need a few copies of a business proposal or a whole buffet of marketing materials, Digital Impact Solutions can do it for you. Brochures, banners, and more. If you need it, they can do it. Digital Impact Solutions is veteran-owned and proud to support all South Metro communities. So if you want big city selection with small town service, stop by their Shakopee location or call Digital Impact Solutions at 952-496-0202 today. And good luck to everyone in tonight's contest. Pain is not a lifestyle. Are you not living the active lifestyle you want? The great staff and doctors at Life Wellness Center in Lakeville specializes in helping you get well and stay well and back to living the active lifestyle you want. Using the patented DMR method, they treat back and neck pain without risky surgical procedures and get 96% of their patients back to doing day-to-day activities pain-free. They specialize in physical therapy, chiropractic, massage therapy, and weight loss. You don't have to deal with pain. Visit lifewellnesscenter.net to schedule a free, no-obligation consultation today.
I'm Jennifer Vasinovich. I grew up in Lakeville, and I've been coming here to Lakeville Dental for the last 39 years. Dr. Jen is absolutely amazing. She is meticulous, and she wants to make sure that she gives you the best care possible. The staff is always friendly, you're always greeted with a smile, and really you feel like you're home. We absolutely love the care that we receive here, how gentle they are. If you're looking for professional service and excellent care, I highly recommend coming to Lakeville Dental. You will not be disappointed.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here in the Mayo Civic Center Arena, beautiful downtown Rochester, Minnesota. We have a Lakeville North team going through their hitting lines here currently on the court. The Raiders going through their warm-ups on the end line. And we are going to hear from the Lakeville North head coach, Jackie Richter. We did an interview with her earlier in the week here, and we will take a listen to that right now.
Friday, November 4th, the day before the Section 1 4A volleyball game between Lakeville North and Northfield Raiders. I have on the phone with me Jackie Richter. And Jackie and I, we were able to start off our conversation today talking about they have Ava Blazic, who has been named as a Miss Minnesota Baden Volleyball Player of the Year finalist.
She has. You know, it's interesting that my communication with her and, you know, her full understanding and agreement with that as well is it's a really, really cool and, you know, an honor to receive that nomination. And, you know, but she fully recognizes that the only way to receive that, or one of the only ways, is to have that supporting cast around her. So she's very, very grateful for the passers that make that possible, and she's very grateful for the hitters that, you know, make that possible as well. So she's a great athlete and really good leader on our team, and I'm just really proud of her for that nomination. And I'm even more proud that she recognizes that, you know, all of her teammates around her have contributed to that nomination as well.
It is an incredible honor for sure.
Yes, absolutely.
Lakeville North has had a great season. Can you talk a little bit about how the team and the coaches have been able to stay on track? Because it is a long season. You are 26-4, is that correct?
Correct.
So how have you guys been able to, I know that when you're through the course of a season, that can be hard to keep everybody on track, keep momentum going in the right way. Is the team scrappy? Are they talented? What's been able to keep them on track?
Yeah, I would say both those things. You know, we have 7 seniors on our team, and when you have that camaraderie, you know, within a class, and also, you know, that level of talent within one class, and all 7 are contributing members to our floor. And so, you know, that's a huge contributor to keeping everybody motivated is the fact that we have 7 motivated seniors. And, you know, I would say, yeah, our team is motivated to keep the ball off the floor. And so defense is a huge part of our focus, and they stay motivated with that.
It's not an easy task to do, and congratulations to them for getting this far. Great season so far. It's been awesome. What has Lakeville North done really well so far in the section tournament?
You know, one of our main focuses, and I think that this is at all levels of the volleyball game, is just working hard to control the serve and pass part of the game. So we've really centered a lot of time into that. Preparation, and I think in our first 2 matches we did those things well.
Both Lakeville North and Northfield are both very good teams and having great seasons. What do you expect from Northfield, and what do you expect to do to execute your game plan against them?
Yeah, Northfield's a really strong program. All the way around. I think they've got, you know, a lot of talent in every position on the floor. And so, you know, I think what's going to be important to us is remembering our strengths and feeding our strengths and making sure that we stay very true to our game. And like I said, just put a lot of aggressiveness and confidence into the serve pass part of the game.
Coach Jackie Richter, thank you very much for these few minutes here today. I wish you nothing but the best tomorrow, and it's an honor for us to call this game between two such great programs.
Thank you. We're looking forward to it. Thank you.
All right, folks, we're back here in the Mayo Civic Center. We got the Raiders now on the floor going through their hitting lines here and getting ready for the match. I'm interested to hear both Kelly and Sydney's thoughts, but I guess what I heard out of that interview was one of the keys is the senior leadership. I think Jackie mentioned 7 seniors on their roster, and I don't have the Northfield number right on the top of my head here, but I know we are a senior-led team as well.
Yep.
And I think talking about 6 seniors, okay, so this has got to be a key, and I think this is what you play for your whole career. You get to your senior year, and you really hope things come together. Kelly, your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, I think both teams are going to answer to that camaraderie. We've had these 6 seniors. They've been playing together 3 or 4 years, just as I'm sure the Northfield team has, or the Lakeville North team has been playing together as many years. So I do think that you're going to see that strength and that team unity on both sides tonight, which will make for just a really emotional game, as well as just a really fun volleyball to watch today because of the seniority that's on both sides.
Sydney, what did you pick up out of Jackie's interview?
Yeah, I agree with that. Having a lot of seniors out there for Lakeville on the court, going off of what Kelly said, I think there is a lot of emotions that are going to be out there tonight. Like we were talking about in 2017, Lakeville North beat us in that round to get to state, and they ended up going on to win the state tournament. So they're a really strong team, but again, having all the seniors and having this talent, I do think it's going to be a good matchup tonight. And kind of going off of what Lakeville's coach said, remembering your own strength, I think that's something both teams are going to have to do tonight.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I think the other thing when you have seniors on the floor, I think what I heard both of you say is the emotions that could be present. I think you get down to playoff volleyball, and in the back of your mind, this is do it or die. And one of these teams is going to experience what they always said on the wide world of sports, the thrill of victory. The other team is going to suffer from the agony of defeat. And I think especially as a senior, that is really in the back of your mind. You have to kind of block that out while the match is going on, but certainly everybody knows that this is do or die.
Yep, but I also think it'll make them play to their maximum abilities. And I think they'll put passion and heart and energy into everything they do on both sides on the court tonight. So
I agree. Just speaking for Northfield in that sense and what goes into their schedule in a season and their practices, they go hard every single day. And I'm sure Lakeville does the same. I mean, we're both in the same position, same game right now. So I think both of them are going to play with a lot of heart, a lot of emotion, a lot of energy, and I think they're both going to come out really strong tonight.
All right, folks, we are 5 minutes and change away from first serve here. There were a ton of people in this place when we had, of course, between the two matches, both sides present here. We are running a little bit behind. We're going to get started, I think, at about, 5:25 or so, I imagine. So we do have everybody getting into their seats here. The band from Lakeville North this year playing. We got Northfield fans well represented here. They have their signs ready. The parents are here. I see some club coaches milling around that are interested to watch this match, and a lot of people that I recognize from the volleyball world. So a lot of people paying attention to this one. Got to be one of the later section games. I know we have some teams in already that have been playing out over the last 3 or 4 days here. I think tonight is it. Final section games to be played, and the state tournament seeding, I believe what I read, was tomorrow. So we'll see how that all plays out. But anyhow, I think we're going to take maybe a short break here, and we'll come back to you in a couple of minutes here again from the Mayo Civic Center in Rochester, Minnesota.
I'm Marty Benson, the Commercial and Ag Banking Manager at Community Resource Bank. We offer unprecedented experience with the ability to make decisions locally for your business, ag purchase, or expansion. Come talk with us. Interest rates are still low, and we can offer some fantastic products. The coffee pot is always on, or visit us at crb.bank. Community Resource Bank in Northfield, Cannon Falls, and Roseville. Let's bank together. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
This is Barb from Professional Dental Group of Northfield, letting you know that the doctors and staff of Professional Dental Group are proud to call themselves Northfield Raiders sports fans. Whether scheduling for an implant, mouthguard, or general visit, we look forward to providing you the same exceptional care that Professional Dental Group has delivered the Northfield area for over 45 years. So on behalf of Dr. Becky Johnson, Dr. John Nowak, Dr. Brian Craby, Dr. Tyler Yonke, and Dr. Bo Hoyam, and their staff, go Raiders.
This is Matt Hillman, Superintendent of Northfield Public Schools. I am grateful for the ongoing support this community provides our students. On November 8th, the district is asking voters to renew and expand our capital projects levy, last passed in 2011. This levy is about our students. It is about stewardship. It is about taking care of our facilities, supplying equipment and resources for student learning, and relieving the general fund. If both questions pass, taxes on the $350,000 home will increase by $6.75 per month. Make an informed decision on Election Day. Learn more at northfieldschools.org.
Paid for by Northfield School District number 659.
Heritage Bank is proud to be a locally owned bank that cares about Northfield. They know that their success depends on the success of their customers and their community. Heritage Bank is a proud supporter of Northfield area athletics and would like to wish the best of luck to the Northfield Raiders in all of their sports seasons. Whether you are a player or a coach, Heritage Bank is proud of all of your hard work and excited to be cheering you on. Come visit the mortgage and real estate professionals at Heritage Bank, and they will guide you through the home buying process with ease. They look forward to serving you.
Ace Hardware and Lakeville North Panther Sports both have you covered. The Panther volleyball team has wall-to-wall coverage against opponents, just like Benjamin Moore Paints and Stains can provide wall-to-wall coverage in your home. Panther soccer players are always up in the grill of their opponents. Simon's Ace has the best selection of grills from Weber, Traeger, and Big Green Egg. Panther football players make magic on turf, while Simon's Ace has the tools to work magic on your lawn with mowers and trimmers from Toro. Visit one of Simon's Ace hardware stores, 6 locations, including 2 in Lakeville and 1 in Apple Valley today. Pain is not a lifestyle. Are you not living the active lifestyle you want? The great staff and doctors at Life Wellness Center in Lakeville specializes in helping you get well and stay well and back to living the active lifestyle you want. Using the patented DMR method, they treat back and neck pain without risky surgical procedures and get 96% of their patients back to doing day-to-day activities pain-free. They specialize in physical therapy, chiropractic, massage therapy, and weight loss. You don't have to deal with pain. Visit LifeWellnessCenter.net to schedule a free, no-obligation consultation today. With the turbulence of the last few years, it's more important than ever to have a home team advantage working for you. Liz Sandwick of Sandwick Real Estate Group with Coldwell Banker Realty is here to coach you through the process of buying or selling your home. Not only does Liz have all of the knowledge and tools to help you achieve your goals, but she lives in, works, and supports the Lakeville community. Check out her consistent 5-star reviews online. Find out more about Liz Sandwick and Sandwick Real Estate Group with Coldwell Banker Realty by visiting sandwickrealestategroup.com or call 952-491-3685 today.
At Luther Burnsville Hyundai, we're more than just the South Metro's top Hyundai dealer. We care about the community we serve. That's why we're excited every time a young student gets behind the wheel for the first time. We also take pride in selling safe, reliable vehicles for kids and families, because we want everyone driving to practice, games, or concerts to arrive safe and sound. At Luther Burnsville Hyundai, we take pride in serving the community and are proud to support high school activities.
If you're thinking about buying your first home, don't be intimidated by what you think is a complicated process. The local mortgage experts at Franzen Bank will be with you every step of the way and find the best mortgage for your situation. Franzen's online application is easy, secure, and mobile-friendly. You can be in your new home sooner than you think. Go to franzenbank.com/get there today. Franzen Bank and Trust. Real people, real results.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here in Rochester at the Mayo Civic Center. Teams have finished their warm-ups, and we are ready to get the starting lineups done. One thing I want to mention here is that the Lakeville North Panthers are assisted by Walt Weaver, and if you pay attention to this sport, you know that he is a legend in this sport. Won state in 2012 with North, coached at Apple Valley for 30 years, 2-time champs there, 13 state appearances, and he is in the MSHSL and Minnesota High School Coaches Association Hall of Fames. So a legend on the court with us today, and we'll see how that plays out. we are ready for either the national anthem or the starting lineups, and we're going to let you listen to the PA announcer here.
And welcome to the continuation of Section 1 Volleyball Championship Saturday. Welcome to the Mayo Civic Arena and the Section 1 4A Volleyball Championship match between the number 2 seed Lakeville North Panthers and the number 1 seed Northfield Raiders. This contest is sanctioned by Minnesota State High School League. Please support today's teams, players, coaches, and officials. Reminder that without officials, there are no games. So please cheer loudly, support your kids, and let the coaches and officials do their job. And speaking of the officials for tonight's contest are referees Carol Jakewith and Tracy Riley, and line judges Laurel Bethay and Kim Jenish. And now for the players from Lakeville North Panthers. Please welcome number 2, Hannah Rich. Number 5, Aaliyah Driver. Number 7, Lindsay Connor. Number 9, Maddie Renz. Number 11, Annika Swenson. Number 12, Ava Fern. Number 14, Caroline Collins. Number 15, Taylor Henderson. And your starters for the Panthers, number 1, Brooke Swaber. Number 3, Carlin Holly. Number 4, Raina Christensen. Number 6, Sydney Wisbride. Number 8, Emily Ramsey. Number 10, Sydney Carlson. And number 13, Ava Blasher. The Panthers are coached by Jackie Richter. Assistant coaches, Taylor Hall, David Longenberger. The student managers are Eric McLeod and Lena McGonigal. And the athletic director is Mike Swager. Number 5, Hannah Kester. Number 6, Edith Larson. Number 7, Lauren Brady. Number 8, Jane Schultz. Number 10, Kellen McDowell. Number 12, Quinn Parrish. And starting for the Raiders, number 1, Tegan James. Number 3, Tegan Timberlake. Number 4, Sydney James. Number 9, Lucy Larson. Number 11, Annalise Larson. Number 13, Addison Earth. And number 15, Maddie McDowell. The Raiders are coached by Tim Torstensen. Assistant coaches, Justin Wagner and Sandra Bornhauser. Student manager, Bailey Parrish. And athletic director, Bubba Sullivan. Let's play volleyball.
Yeah, I think we're ready to go.
Oh.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you have heard the starting lineups. For those of you listening on the radio, the Raiders are in their white jerseys, the libero Larson in a maroon jersey, Lakeville North in their black jerseys, and their libero in white. The teams are ready. The student sections are exchanging some early cheers here so far, we'll call it that.
A little friendly banter amongst the rivals.
Yes, and we are nearly ready to go here. Section 1 4A championship match. Tegan Janes will start with the serve, wearing number 1, the right-hander, dribbles and is ready to put the ball into play here. Serve picked up here nicely by Lakeville. The bump set over to Carlson from the right side, and that is out. Point Lakeville off the block.
Yep, looks like Northfield had their block there, but Lakeville was able to use that block to get it out of bounds.
Yeah, good swing by number 10, Sydney Carlson for Lakeville.
This is Hannah Rich at the service stripe here for the Panthers. Puts the ball into play here, picked up by Larson. James swings over to the right side. Maddie McDowell.
That was a nice slide by Maddie McDowell. She was able to find a spot in the court, and our block was not able to follow.
Yeah, Lakeville just wasn't quite set yet.
Tegan Timperley for the Raiders to put the ball into play here. Picked up there on the north side. Over on the slide themselves there. We do manage to bring this one back. It's a free ball opportunity, though, for the Panthers here. Set goes over to the left side, and that is long for Carolyn Holland.
Yep, looks like Northfield was there with the block, though.
Yep, Carolyn just sent it long right out of the back.
Timperley continues at the service stripe here for the Raiders. Ball is picked up there, had a dive forward, the on-2 for the Panthers. Pushed over the left pin here. Janes tips this over. Panthers send it back. A little trouble there on the Raiders side handling that one.
Yep, looks like Lucy Larson would have been there to dig that ball, but Tegan Janes got her hands on it first.
It's a good spot. You know, our setter shifting with our libero in that position, so it's a good spot for them to send it.
Maddie Renz in here for the Panthers, but the serve into play. Larson dives forward to pick this one up over the right side. That's Addison Ertz.
And that was a beautiful kill by Addison Ertz. She's only a sophomore. She sure has a powerful swing.
Looks like Lakeville's block just wasn't quite set there, so that back row wasn't able to shift over and dig that one up.
Quinn Parrish at the line here for the Raiders. Right-hander puts it into play here. Picked up on the north side, going to the left pin here and swatted over, but picked up nicely there by Janes. Tegan Janes tipped over by Ertz. Over to the right side, and it is ruled in right on the end line, deep in the 5.
Yeah, that was a really close call to make for that line judge.
Yeah, that was a tough one there. It kind of looked like it could have been out from up here, but
yep,
just got to keep pushing at this point.
I think especially hard to tell when it comes right at your feet like that one did.
Yep.
Serve put into play here by Christensen for the Panthers. The attack from Ertz picked up nicely. The on-2 gets through the Raider block.
Yep, Sydney Janes was up and ready. She was just unable to grab that off the block.
Christensen will continue at the service stripe here for North. Puts it into play there. Timperley there to pick this one up. Over to the left side. Janes high off the block and down.
And that is a beautiful kill there by Sydney Janes. She's got a very quick approach and a lot of power when she comes into swing.
Lakeville just not quite able to get their block up on that one. Sydney's a big outside.
Ertz at the line here for the Raiders. Picked up, we're going to have a joust. No, a swat over. Nicely done, Raiders.
And that's what we call a happy birthday, when the ball is overpassed and the hitter on the opposing side can just jump up and take a swing.
Yeah, Lakeville with that overpass gives any team a nice chance to just send that back over the net and hopefully find some floor.
Ertz continues at the service stripe here for the Raiders. Picked up on the north side. Backs at right side, up over into the campfire.
And it looks like Tegan Timperley just couldn't grab that tip there by North.
Lakeville's making a few moves on the tips, and they're actually finding some good court out there.
And that brings us to 5-5 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Serve put into play here by Blazek for North. Oh, what a kill for Sydney James.
That whole play right there started with that pass for serve receive to be able to put Sydney James in that position to get a good swing.
Yeah, really nice play out there.
James earns her way to the service stripe. The right-hander puts the ball into play here. Picked up by Carlson. And we're going to have, I think, a double contact here.
Yep, that was a double there by Lakeville North.
Both teams looking to find some momentum here early in the first set.
James continues at the service stripe, puts the ball into play here, picked up on the north side. Over to the left pin, big swing with the block, sends it back.
And Tegan James and Annalise Larson, who's now in the game, with a big block kill for Northfield.
Yeah, number 8 had a good swing on that outside. Northfield just had a good big block up on that one.
Raiders building a little momentum here in set 1, 8-5, as James continues from the service stripe. Right-hander puts it into play, tight to the net here, over to the right side. Nicely dug up by Lucy Larson. Out of the back row, Ertz the roll shot. We're getting a net violation.
Oh, it looks like they called a double on Lakeville North there. That was a tough call.
Definitely a tough call early in the game. Northfield's leading 9-5 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard. Lakeville trying to find some momentum here.
James continues from the service stripe. Right-hander sends it over. And we got a rotation error or overlap error here on North.
Yep, it looks like somebody released maybe a little bit early there.
Yep, you got to wait for that serve to be in play before you can make your switch in the rotation. Looks like Lakeville is calling a timeout.
All right, it is 10-5 here on the Heritage Bank scoreboard. We're going to send it back we'll be back in 30 seconds.
Fireside Orchard and Gardens is ready for you to pre-order your holiday pies. Yes, Fireside Orchards has fresh pressed apple cider, caramel apples, fudge, cheese, and all of your favorite Minnesota apple varieties, but the pies. You'll want to pre-order some Apple Crisp or apple or Dutch apple pies. Open 7 days a week, 9 to 6 until Thanksgiving. Avoid the crowds and stop by during the week. Fireside Orchard and Gardens is located just west of Northfield on Highway 19. Check them out on Facebook or see a full list of apples at firesideorchard.com. Then stop for the apples and stay for the gardens at Fireside Orchard and Gardens.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, we are in set number 1 here. Mayo Civic Center, Rochester, Minnesota, Section 1-4A championship match between Northfield and Lakeville North. It is 10 for the Raiders and 5 for the Panthers. Teams coming back on the court here. Sydney James will continue at the service stripe for the Raiders. Right-hander has the ball up, moving left to right on your radio dial. Over, middle attack there for Sydney Carlson. Nicely done.
Yep, our Northfield just didn't have their block quite in the right spot there.
That was a great swing for senior number 10 out of that middle. Way to find court and use it off the block, which looked a little late.
Ramsey puts the ball into play here for the Panthers. A little bit of trouble and a free ball opportunity coming here for North over to the right side. That is Carlson on the swing, but picked up nicely by the Raiders. Over to Timperley, and they have trouble with this one. Nice left side attack there, and they're getting a lift call.
Yep, and Tegan Timperley has a really fast arm swing. She's able to push through that block like she just did there against the Lakeville North.
It's going to bring Lucy Larson, the libero for Northfield, to the service stripe. She wastes no time. That one catches the top of the tape for the service error.
Yep, Lucy had a couple of service errors in the last match too, and she was able to come back and have some great serves there. So I can see she'll do the same this game.
We do talk about coaches wanting to use serve as a weapon, so it is unsurprising when there are some errors. Nice swing here for Timperley. The block there, though, for the Panthers.
Good block there by Lakeville North. Big block on the outside, finding ways to shut down the big outsides.
Yep, and they did on that one. Tegan had a great swing, but just wasn't quite enough.
Wisbro, the libero for Lakeville, puts this one into play. They're picked up by her counterpart, sent back over in the overpass. Raiders set up their offense here. Timperley tips up over the block there, but picked up nicely by Blazek. Over a little bit of miscommunication there. Free balled over. The Raiders can set up here out of the back row. Ertz sends this over. North sets up here out of the middle. Nicely picked up by Ertz. Maybe a joust, didn't happen. Raiders go left side here. Timperley, big swing, and that one is headed out of the court here.
And that was good defense by the Northfield Raiders with some good digs, and then that Tegan Timperley was able to put it away there.
Yeah, Lakeville North just not quite able to get set on that one. It was a really fast play and a good swing by Northfield.
Tegan Janes at the service stripe for the Raiders. Puts the ball into play here. The Panthers let it go, and wisely so, as it is about 2 feet long.
Yep, we got to make those serves. That's the second serving error by Northfield.
It is 12-9, Northfield in the lead on the Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Hannah Rich at the line for the Panthers, the left-hander, ready to put the ball into play here. Sends it over, picked up there by Sydney Janes over to the left side. Tegan Timperley with another big swing.
And that was a great set by Tegan Janes. Sometimes we forget that a pass and a set starts those plays to allow our hitters to really get a good hand on that ball.
Looked like Lakeville North had a good block up on it, but maybe just a little bit late, not quite able to get a full touch on it.
Timperley at the line here. Takes measure, sends it over, short serve, but well done there. Picked up by the libero over to the right side, and that one gets through a point for the Panthers.
That was a really tight set by Lakeville North, and the Raiders just couldn't stop that one.
Yeah, timing maybe looked a little off on that slide, but she was able to make it work, and they were able to use it to their advantage.
Maddie Renz at the service stripe here for the Panthers. Puts the ball into play. They're picked up by Larson. The bump set over to Ertz on the right side. Kicked off of the block, and that is a point for the Raiders.
That was a nice spot by Addison. She had a lot of ball control there. Was able to just make a play on that ball.
Yeah, 2 girls from North just not quite in that deep corner, ready to dig that. It was good placement.
Yep, and Quinn Parrish is back in the game, and Annalise Larson is back in the front row in the middle.
Parrish at the service stripe here for the Raiders. Sends it over again, a short serve there. Had to be reached up and picked over and rolled over by the Panthers. This one goes all the way over and just wide for the Raiders. Point Panthers.
Yep, Quinlan just wasn't quite there on that tip, but historically, she's just one of a really great server for Northfield.
With the ball put into play here by the Panthers, picked up by Larson. Quickly over to Ertz. Nice swing. Addison Ertz with a kill.
Addison's able to find that angle. She's able to hit around the block. She finds the holes in the block.
Yeah, North is just having a hard time covering that deep corner back there, so it's a good spot for her.
Earns her way to the service stripe here. Right-hander puts the ball into play here. Picked up by the Panthers over to the left side. Oh, what a swing down the line.
That was a great swing by number 8 on the outside there.
Yep, and you could tell our defense, number 13, Addison Ertz, was kind of unsure as to whether to take that or not. The score is 15-12 Northfield on the Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Carlson back in the match. Blazek serving here for North. Left side attack for James. She really unloaded on that one off the block. Point Raiders.
That was a great swing by Sydney James. Good pass, good defense, great set.
Trading kill for kill here like we talked about in the pregame.
Yep.
James at the service stripe here. Picked up by the Panthers. A little bit of trouble with this. It's over, and the Raiders send it back over, unable to get anything off of that one. And a little chaos here on the court at the moment. The on-2 sent over by James. The Panthers set up another free ball opportunity here for the Raiders. On the slide was Annalise Larson that pick it up on the Panthers side. Long rally here, might be the longest of the day so far. Timperley looking to stop it, and she does.
And that's a great spot by Tegan Timperley. She was able to hit a nice angle cross court.
Yeah, a lot happening in that play there, so North just wasn't quite able to get their back row set. Looks like we are heading into a timeout. This is the Section 1 for a final volleyball game. Northfield versus Lakeville North on LN Panthers Live, KYMN Radio, and NorthfieldLive.com.
Matt Hillman, Superintendent of Northfield Public Schools. I am grateful for the ongoing support this community provides our students. On November 8th, the district is asking voters to renew and expand our capital projects levy, last passed in 2011. This levy is about our students. It is about stewardship. It is about taking care of our facilities, supplying equipment and resources for student learning, and relieving the general fund. If both questions pass, taxes on a $350,000 home will increase by $6.75 per month. Make an informed decision on Election Day. Learn more at northfieldschools.org.
Paid for by Northfield School District number 659.
All right, folks, we're back here again at the Mayo Civic Center, Rochester, Minnesota. The final game of the day here. I believe we've had 4 matches here all Section 1 finals in A, 2A, 3A, 4A, and that is where we are at. Section 1 4A championship match. Raiders leading on the Heritage Bank scoreboard 17-12. They have the serve. Sydney James is awaiting the go signal from R1. There it is. The right-hander puts the ball into play here. Picked up, and a tight pass there for Carlson. Sends this one over. And nicely done in the middle for Annalise Larson.
That was a great deep corner shot by Annalise Larson.
Yeah, wide open. North didn't have anyone quite back there. Looks like we were pinching up on the 10-foot line a little bit there, so it was a really great spot for Northfield to send it.
James continues at the service stripe. I feel like she's been back there a while. A little run here for the Raiders. Sent over, picked up there by North. Over to the left pin. Big swing there for Ramsey. Block sends it back. They'll try it again. That's Carlson again. The block sends it back. Point Raiders. They're excited on the Raider side.
And that is a block kill by Tegan Timperley and Annalise Larson. They read that swing real well and were able to shut it down.
James continues at the service stripe here. Picked up on the north side. Pushed quickly on the set. They're trying to quick offense here to try to get things back going, and that indeed is a point for the Panthers.
Yep, Addison Ertz she has no fear back there playing defense. She will get a hand on most anything that comes her direction. She does a really great job back there.
Yeah, North is able to find quite a few spots with these tips that they're using right now.
Emily Ramsey at the line here for the Panthers. Picked up by Timperley. Oh, the on-two just sent over right away by James. Tegan James. Point Raiders.
Yep, Tegan James saves those attacks for just the right moments, and this seemed to work out in her favor.
Yeah, I don't think North was quite ready for the setter to go up and kill that one.
Lucy Larson already has the ball in the air. Wastes no time on the serve here. Carlson for the Panthers sends it over. Raiders pick it up. Over to Timperley on the left side. Block sends it back. They'll reload. Try to get up over the block this time. And they're going to go to the right side. Again, they want to get Carlson over there, and this one does work. She uses the block on that right side.
Yep, Maddie McDowell and Tegan Timperley were both there, but Lakeville was able to cause an error on our side.
Wisbro, the libero for the Panthers at the service stripe. Right-hander puts it over, picked up by her counterpart. And a little trouble, second contact there, but the Raiders get this over. Lakeville sets up their offense here, quick out of the middle. And this one going to Lakeville North.
Yep, Addison Ertz was there for that dig. It just didn't fall quite the right direction. Fell a little out of bounds there.
North trying to get a little momentum here, 20-15 in the first set on the Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Wisbro continues from the service stripe over to the left side. James sees a spot here. We're going to get a second double contact here on the Panthers before that occurred.
Yep, Lakeville not ready to give up here in this first set. They're playing really scrappy right now.
Yep, and I think that double was called on Tegan James in that last set there.
Wisbro continues here. Over to the left side, Timperley, nice swing there, but picked up by the Panthers. The back set over to Carlson on the right side. Ertz sends it over, and this is a point for the Raiders.
That was a nice setup there. Addison Ertz just popped the ball up right out to her outside hitter, and Tegan Timperley was able to find the spot there on the Lakeville North side.
Lakeville up with a single block there, but hands weren't quite turned in, so Tegan was just able to tool it right off the block.
Tegan James at the service stripe here, picked up there by Wisbro. Over to Carlson, rolls this over, picked up by James, over to the Ertz on the right side, right down the line and just wide.
That was a really great line shot by Addison Ertz. That's a tough call on that line, Judge. That was a close one.
North has been working to dig those cross shots, so I just don't think they were quite ready for that line shot there.
Hannah Rich at the line here for the Panthers, the left-hander. Puts it into play here. James there to pick this one up. Over to Timperley on the left side. The block gets that back, and we're going to get a lift call on the Raiders trying to get that one back over.
That was a really unfortunate play there.
North doing a nice job setting up that big block on the outside, trying to shut down Timperley.
We got 21-18 Northfield with the lead on the Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Rich continues from the service stripe here, picked up by the Raiders, and the overpass sent right back down by Christensen for the Panthers.
Yep, I think Tegan Janes is back row right now, so she wasn't able to just attack that and send it over.
And Northfield Raiders call a timeout. This is the Section 1 4A final volleyball game, Northfield versus Lakeville North on LM Panthers Live, KYMN Radio, and NorthfieldLive.com.
TD, it's not just join our team, it's join our team and let's do this. Let's go make great things for the products that keep our world running with the training and support you need from any skill set. Because at BTD, it's not just a job, it's a career. Find yours today with some of the highest starting wages in our region at btdmfg.com.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back inside the Mayo Civic Center here. Things have tightened up in set number 1. Raiders up 21-19 after coming out of the timeout here. We'll see if maybe we could coax a service error out of the server. That's sometimes one of the results of a timeout. We'll see what happens here. It does not. It's a nice serve there for the Panthers. Out of the back row, Janes picked up by Weisbrod. Quickly into the middle. That's Christensen off the block, and that is a point for the Panthers.
Yep, our block, Northfield had a block there. We were just a little bit late.
North is really finding the momentum here, coming back.
Rich continues. She's been at the service stripe for a while here. Puts the ball into play, picked up there by Timperley. Quickly into the middle. Ertz is there. The block says no way. Christensen on the solo.
North has done a really good job fighting their way back in this one. We are now tied up 21-21 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Couple of long service runs here on both sides. Rich continues here for the North Panthers. Oh, she had let that go deep in the 5, just long.
You could tell on the Northfield Raiders on their serve receive there, they weren't quite sure. That call worked in their favor with that long serve.
Yeah, just a little long for North.
I'm always surprised that they have the guts to let one that close go,
Yep.
but well done. Timperley at the service stripe here for the Raiders. That's an ace.
That's a nice spot for Tegan Timperley. I've noticed they're serving short a little bit tonight, so must be a strategy.
Yeah, North's defense is set pretty far back right now.
Wisbrod unable to get to that one. Timperley puts this over. This one's picked up nicely by Wisbrod here. Pushed over to the left pin, swatted over. A little trouble on who should take that ball on the Raiders side.
Yep, little communication error there. You could see two people went for that ball, and they both kind of stopped and looked at each other.
Good swing there for North on the outside. They're really using their outsides a lot tonight.
Maddie Renz at the service stripe for the Panthers. Puts it over, picked up by Larson. Right side, Ertz, big swing.
Addison was able to push through the block there.
Yeah, looks like North just wasn't quite pressed all the way over on the block right there, so it was able to go right down the front of their hands.
Annalise Larson is back in the front row for Northfield.
Quinn Parrish at the service stripe. Right-hander puts it over again, short. That does seem to be a strategy here. Blazek goes over to the right side. Swatted over by Christensen. Point Panthers.
I noticed Northfield, we were a little bit late on our block. It looks like we got kind of held in the middle there.
Yep, just weren't able to get set, but that was a great swing for North here in this first set.
They used that slide really well.
Christensen, a freshman here, puts the ball into play. Larson is to back up to get this one. Janes over on the left side, pokes it up over the block here, picked up nicely by North. Over the left side, pushed hard through by the Panthers.
That was Addison Ertz and Annalise Larson. Same thing in the last play. It looks like those two just didn't press far enough over the net. We have a tie game here.
Extra points, volleyball's version of overtime as Christensen puts the ball into play there. Picked up by Larson, a little trouble that Ertz saves this. They're going to free ball this over. Let's see what Lakeville does here. Quickly over to the left side, off the block. Oh, not off the block, was just out.
Just sent outside, which was pretty lucky for the Northfield Raider. They didn't have a block up on that play there.
Yep.
Ertz at the service stripe, again, quickly working from that service line over to the left side, and a nice swing there for Emily Ramsey, and we're tied at 25.
Yep, that just went right through the fingers of Annalise Larson.
Great swing there for number 8, and MSU Moorhead commit as well.
Well, folks, if you signed up to watch an exciting match, you're getting it. 25 all here Blazek sends this one over, picked up there by Timperley. Pushed over to the left pin. Jane's a big swing. It's in!
That was a great swing by Sydney Janes. She had some airtime, and then she hit right over that block.
Yep, North is really not happy with that call. They definitely thought it was out. It was a close call there, but it was a great swing by Janes over there.
Sydney Janes at the service stripe for the Raiders. The right-hander sends it over. Picked up here by the Panthers. Out of the middle. That is an error.
And that is 27-25. Northfield Raider girls volleyball take the first set here at the Civic Center. This is the Section 1 4A final volleyball game. Northfield versus Lakeville North on LM Panthers Live, KYMN Radio, and NorthfieldLive.com.
Financing a house is about more than a mortgage, it's about creating a home. Whether you're a first-time home buyer, buying your forever home, looking to take advantage of today's great refinance rates, or finally getting to those home improvements, Hometown Credit Union's wide variety of home loan options and highly competitive rates can help make your house, well, a home. Learn more and apply online at hometowncu.coop. Equal housing lender.
Locally owned and operated, Professional Pride Realty specializes in residential, commercial, and agricultural property. Search the entire multiple listing service at professionalpriderealty.com or call us at 507-663-1100.
This is Matt Hillman, Superintendent of Northfield Public Schools. I am grateful for the ongoing support this community provides our students. On November 8th, the district is asking voters to renew and expand our capital projects levy, last passed in 2011. This levy is about our students. It is about stewardship. It is about taking care of our facilities, supplying equipment and resources for student learning, and relieving the general fund. If both questions pass, taxes on a $350,000 home will increase by $6.75 per month. Make an informed decision on Election Day. Learn more at northfieldschools.org.
Paid for by Northfield School District number 659.
Fireside Orchard and Gardens is ready for you to pre-order your holiday pies. Yes, Fireside Orchards has fresh pressed apple cider, caramel apples, fudge, cheese, and all of your favorite Minnesota apple varieties, but the pies. You'll want to pre-order some apple crisp or apple or Dutch apple pies. Open 7 days a week, 9 to 6 until Thanksgiving. Avoid the crowds and stop by during the week. Fireside Orchard and Gardens is located just west of Northfield on Highway 19. Check them out on Facebook or see a full list of apples at firesideorchard.com. Then stop for the apples and stay for the gardens at Fireside Orchard and Gardens.
Are you in the market for a new home or considering remodeling your current home? Schmidt Homes and Schmidt Homes Remodeling should be your first and last call. Schmidt Homes, known for their innovative designs, uncompromising quality and craftsmanship, superior service, while maintaining their reputation of fairness, honesty, and integrity for over 30 years. They're the only builder in the area to offer an in-house designer and a showroom to make your selections. They have over 30 new building lots available in Northfield. Check out their website at schmidthomes.com for more information.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here at the Mayo Civic Center. Set one in the books. Extra points needed to decide this one. 27-25 in favor of the Northfield Raiders. Jim Welbra, Kelly Piker, Sydney Anderson. Ladies, your assessment of set number one.
Yeah, that was a great game of volleyball. This is definitely going to be a game of endurance. If we end up going to a fourth or a fifth set, it'll be a matter of who can come out with the energy.
Yeah, long game here, 27-25 in that first set. So definitely girls are going to be playing. We're going to see who's a stronger conditioned team tonight, but both teams have played a few long matches here in the past. So I think it's going to be a great matchup for both of them.
Yep, and looks like Lakeville North has the serve when we come back here to start set two. We have serve reception, Lucy Larson, Sydney Janes and Tegan Timperley in the back row for Northfield, with Maddie McDowell and Addison Ertz and Tegan Janes for our front row.
All right, and the server for the Lakeville side, the libero, Sydney Wisbrode, puts the ball into play here, picked up by her counterpart, Lucy Larson, over to the left side, and we already have a double contact on the Raiders.
Yeah, that referee is calling them pretty close tonight.
Yep, she's a little strict this game, so both teams are going to have to watch that.
Wisbrode continues at the service stripe, the right-hander. Puts the ball into play, going from right to left on your radio dial here. Swung over by Maddie McDowell on a nice swing, but picked up by the Panthers. Their left pin attack. Goes over Larson there to pick it up. Over to Timperley, up off the block, and a great save there for the Panthers in the middle. Christensen
It was a great play there for Lakeville North. They had a beautiful save there, and then their middle, number 4, Christensen, was able to go up. She is a freshman, so she's doing a great job out of the middle there.
That was a really nice play.
Ramsey with that save. Man, that was just acrobatic save there right in front of us. And Wisbro continues at the service stripe here. Larson there to pick this one up. Quickly over to
Maddie McDowell for the kill on that one. She ran that slide play.
Yeah, a little quick. Lakeville wasn't quite able to get their block up on that.
I think they were held by Addison Ertz going towards the middle, so Maddie could swing the backside there.
Tegan Timperley at the line here for the Raiders. Takes measure, puts the ball into play. Picked up there by Weisbrod for Lakeville North. The bump set through the block there for Carlin Holland.
Yep, Northfield Raiders just weren't quite ready on defense there. We were playing a little deep, not covering that block.
Hannah Rich comes into the match and will serve here for the Panthers. Looks over for direction. Left-hander. Places this back to Timperley. And big swing there for McDowell. The block right there to send it back for the Panthers.
That was a really quick play by Maddie McDowell, but Lakeville North, like you said, Jim was able to read that swing, and we just weren't quite ready on the defense there.
Yeah, great block there by Christensen again, the 6-foot middle, doing a really nice job.
I'm guessing that's one of the things they heard during the set break, is we need to get our block up and then take advantage of our height here. Rich continues on the service line. Timberley there to pick this one up. Janes tips it up over the block, but the Christensen says no. Recycling the point here. Ertz sends it over. Block sends it back. Raiders setting up. Left pin attack here for Janes. And that one did not get over for contact call on the Raiders.
Yep, there was no touch on that block.
Lakeville's coming out strong in this second set. They're leading 5-1 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Rich continues at the service stripe for the Panthers. Picked up there by Janes. It's going right back to her. Takes a big swing, but they send it back inbounds. Ertz tries. Again, defense is tough. Again, swatted back quickly, and again the Panthers bring it back. Raiders set up here. Over to Ertz. Has to fist this over. Picked up there by Weisbrod. Quickly into the middle. And that one does not get over for Christensen. Point Raiders.
And that was a good use of our right side hitter, Addison Ertz. She just wasn't quite ready for that last set there, but
North is playing really well. They're picking up everything, not letting anything drop. Looks like Northfield's gotten a little bit out of system here in this set.
Quinn Parrish into the match will serve very short. Weisbro diving in to bring it up. Janes there to send this over. Point Raiders on the lift call.
I wasn't quite so sure you could call a lift on your first contact. So I see the captain there is talking to the referee at this moment.
Yeah, North does not agree with that call there. It was a close call. They are still going to give the point to the Raiders and call it a lift. So hopefully this gives the Northfield girls a chance to get a little momentum here.
Yep, they definitely need some motivation and some momentum on their side.
Blazek, the captain there for the Lakeville team, quickly over to protest that call.
That looked like a double.
Oh, nice swing there. Sent over by Christensen. Picked up there by Janes. Over to Ertz on the right side. Oh, another diving attempted save there. Unable to bring that back up, though, are the Panthers.
That was a great swing and a great spot by Addison Ertz for Northfield.
North not quite able to get there, but they are doing a great job tonight. Playing scrappy, picking up balls. Northfield is fighting back 4-5 here in the second set on the Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Quinn Parrish continues at the service stripe for the Raiders. Sends it over. Weisbro there to pick this one up. Blazek the set. Over to Christensen on the slide, but Janes says, no way! Point Raiders.
That was a great block by Sydney Janes. She had airtime, and she was there, and she just answered back to that swing.
You could see the power in Christensen's swing there. She did a great job, but just wasn't quite able to get around the Northfield block.
Parrish, a nice little service run here, and again, oh, she was aiming for that deep line there on the 5, unable to hit it.
That was a good run by Quinn Parrish there. She had a couple of good serves for Northfield, and Maddie McDowell will be in and then back out. Lucy Larson returns to the game.
North puts the serve into play here, and a good one. Timperley there to pick this one up. Ertz, right side, nice swing down the line.
Another nice kill by Addison Ertz. You know, I coached Addison when she was in 7th grade, and it has been so fun to watch her come and just improve, and she's become stronger as just a sophomore.
Ertz earns her way to the service stripe here. Almost a collision between a couple of the Panthers here. Oh, and a big swing there for Ramsey. Does not make it over. Point Raiders.
Yeah, a little bit of miscommunication there on north side. Number 8, Ramsey, did have a good swing on that, but just wasn't quite able to get it over the net.
Ertz continues. Right-hander puts it into play here. Weisbrod there to pick this one up. Blazek over to the left side, and a big swing. Oh, and a great defensive save there for the Raiders. Play continues here. Blazek goes to the right side to Christensen. Point Panthers.
Yep, we had Northfield Raiders had a hole in their block there.
Christensen's doing a great job at the front row. She's actually one of the top returning blockers and hitters, so just as a freshman, she's doing a great job.
Earns her way to the service stripe here. Right-hander puts the ball into play. Larson there to pick this one up. Tegan Janes sends it back to Ertz out of the back row, and that one's in, back in the 6th. What a swing.
That was a great swing. I don't even think Addison herself anticipated that would be a really great spot and a kill.
Yeah, North not quite ready to, or not quite back there in that end line. It was a great spot by Ernst.
Sydney Janes at the service stripe here for the Raiders. Picked up there by North. Blazek the back set quickly to Christensen. What a swing.
Yep, Lucy Larson was there on defense. That would have been one questionable. Take it if it's close. It might have been out of bounds.
Yeah, Zwaver had a good swing on that one. Looked like it could have been a little long, but it was a good swing on her part.
Blazek earns her way to the service stripe here. The right-hander puts it in play for the Panthers. Picked up there by Timperley. Quickly over to Annalise Larson. Ertz there with the bump set. Back over to Janes. North sends this over. Ertz there again on the defense. Over to the left side. Timperley. North much scrappier in this set. Carlson sends this one over. Quickly into the middle for the Raiders. Annalise Larson. But again, the Panthers ready for it. The bump set here from Weisbrod. As the libero has to do that. Sent over here by Timperley on the free ball. The on-2, not fooling the Raiders. Out of the back row, Ertz. Another long rally here. Blazek goes over to the left side. Up off the block for Ramsey.
That was a great rally by these two teams.
Ramsey did a nice job staying strong through that. Those rallies get to be long, and she was just aggressive every time at that front row.
Blazek will continue at the service stripe here for the Panthers. Takes measure of the court. The right-hander puts it into play here, and Larson smartly lets that one go. It is about 10 feet long on the service error for the Panthers.
Yep, and that brings us to 9-9 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Lucy Larson, the libero for Northfield at the service stripe. Good serve here. Blazek sends this over to the left side. Swung up by Ramsey, picked up there by Larson. Pushed over to the left pin. Timperley, big swing right down that left line. Point Raiders.
That was a great swing by Tegan Timperley. Her arm swing is so fast. She's able to jump and get over that block.
Yeah, it looked like North was there. They had the block there, but she's just able to get some air on that one and is able to find the court.
Lucy Larson anxiously at the service stripe, wants to get the ball into play. Put in quickly. Over to Ramsey there, and she finds a spot in that seam between zones 1 and 6.
Yep, that ball was tipped off the block just slightly enough to change the direction. Lucy Larson had a little bit struggle to read that one.
We've got Carolyn Holland back in the game for North in the front row.
Ramsey earns her way to the service stripe, picked up there by Larson. The set back over to McDowell, picked up nicely by the Panthers. Over to the left side, Carlson. Block says no way. They recycle a point here. They'll try it again. Has to fist this one over. Finds a way. What are we going to get for a call here? Everybody looking at everybody. What's the call? What's the call? It goes to the Panthers.
Looks like might have been outside that antenna. I think that's what the question was there, is whether or not it was outside that far antenna.
Coach Torstensen acting as the ball shagger here, runs over and spins that ball back over to the north side, and they put the ball into play here. Over to Timperley, takes a big swing, blocks there to send it back. Point Panthers, an audible contact.
That was a great block and a great recovery there by Northfield. They just on that second hit had a carry violation there.
Yeah, North is doing a really good job putting up a big block on that outside.
Ramsey puts it in play. Good serve there. Larson's there to pick it up nicely out of the back row. Ertz up off the tape. Picked up there by Blazek. Over to Carlson. Almost a joust. Point North.
That was a tight set there by Lakeville, and we just had a little trouble at the net there for the Northfield Raiders to send it out of bounds.
North is finding a little bit of momentum here, taking the lead 13-10 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Ramsey puts the ball into play. Larson is to dive to get this one up. Out of the back row. Janes swung over nicely. Ramsey there to pick this one up, but can't bring it back into the court of play. Point Raiders.
That was a nice swing by Sydney James. They sure are using their back row today a little bit more.
Carlson did a nice job trying not to let that ball hit. Just wasn't quite able to get it.
Tegan Janes at the line here for the Raiders. Sends it over. Ramsey there to pick it up. Blazek goes over to the left side. Up off the block. Looking deep in the 1 point Panthers.
North is doing a really good job. We got that big right back open right now, and they're doing a really nice job finding that floor.
Yep, that spot number 1 there has been open, and that's where the Lakeville North was able to find that spot.
Wisprode, the libero, at the line here for the Panthers. Puts the ball into play. Her counterpart again picks this one up tight to the net. Brought back, and no, not brought back. We got a net violation here on Tegan Janes. That was a tight pass.
Yep, I believe it was on Tegan Janes. Just a little less ball control there.
Northfield's going to go ahead and call a timeout here. This is a Section 1 4A final volleyball game. Northfield versus Lakeville North on LM Panthers Live, KYMN Radio, and NorthfieldLive.com.
And I'm going to keep it right here, and I'm going to read through our sponsor list during this timeout. I would like to thank Professional Pride Realty, the only locally owned real estate broker in Northfield, Fireside Orchard and Gardens, Merchants Bank, Ritchie Eye Clinic, Heritage Bank, Community Resource Bank, Heritage Dental, Hometown Credit Union, Professional Dental, Graphic Mailbox, Witt Brothers Service, KYMN Radio, Northfield, the Northfield Area Chamber of Commerce, Holiday Store in Lakeville, 360 Communities, Cub Foods, Thrivent, Franz of Lakeville, MD2, Ace Hardware, Luther Automotive, BTD Manufacturing, Crutchlaw, Liz Sandwick Realty, Digital Impact, Life Wellness Center, and Lakeville Dental.
All right, folks, we're back again here. Mayo Civic Center, Rochester, Minnesota. North with the serve. Wisprode will put the ball into play here. Right-hander sends it over. Lucy Larson there to pick this one up. The bump set from Janes over to Timperley, but picked up nicely there by Ramsey. Quickly into the middle, gets over and through the block there for Christensen.
You know, one thing I've noticed is serve receive. Lakeville North is really picking on our number 9, Lucy Larson.
Yep, North is doing a good job back here.
Wisprode continues from the stripe. Again, Larson, as you just mentioned. Janes, the bump set. Sent over to her sister. Picked up, though, by Ramsey here. Quickly into the middle again. Christensen is there. Almost looked like a throw there, but it did not get called. Ertz roll shot here. Wisprode there to pick this one up. Sydney Carlson with the bump set. Back over to North, sends this over, and Ertz looking for a spot there back in the 5, but Lakeville not fooled. Carlson and a nice swing.
Looks like during that rally we had a few issues with some sets being quite not high enough for Northfield to get under and get good swings at those.
Talked about endurance, these matches. This could be a long one, and who can bring it the longest here? Larson there with a nice pickup. Pushed over by Timperley. Ramsey there over to the right side. Carlson down the line, finds a spot.
Northfield really needs to find their groove. They kind of, like Tim Torstensen talked about before, they have to stay in their system, and it looks like they're just a little bit off. They're struggling a little bit on defense and reading those hits from Lakeville North.
Panthers opening up a little bit of a margin here on the Heritage scoreboard. 18 serving 11 here is Wisprode. Sent over by Timperley there, but the defense picks this up, and then I think Blazek slipped on the court there and unable to get to that one.
We've got 12-18. Northfield coming back now with Tegan Timperley in the back row on the Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Timperley with the serve. Right-hander sends it over. Ramsey there to pick this one up. Blazek goes quick into the middle. Christensen there, but nicely picked up by Timperley over to Sydney Janes on the left pin. North sets up there. Block sends it back. Weisbrod, Blazek, right side, Carlson. Defense is there for Northfield. Ertz sends this one over and off of Blazek.
Yep, Tegan Timperley assisted that with Addison Ertz with the kill. She was able to just find that back deep corner again.
North not quite able to get back there in that deep corner. Again, it's a good spot for Northfield to go.
Timperley continues at the service stripe here, the right-hander. Working from left to right there, picked up by Ramsey. The bump set from Carlson sent over, and again they find that spot back in the one that is Holland.
Northfield really is, or Lakeville is doing a really good job finding that back court of Northfield's. Looks like we're just not quite able to pick that up.
Yep, we're struggling a little bit back on that end line there.
I think North being a little bit more targeting of where they're putting balls and doing a really good job of it here in set number 2. As the ball is put back in play here, Timperley there to pick this one up. Over to Ertz, off the block, point Raiders.
Another great kill by Addison Ertz. She uses that block to her advantage.
North has really taken control of this second set here. We've got 19-14. North is in the lead on the Heritage Bank scoreboard. Northfield's really trying to make their way back here in the second set, though.
Quinn Parrish at the line for the Raiders. Another short serve. Weisbrod has to step up to get it. Blazek goes on the on-two, but the Raiders not fooled. Quickly, Annalise Larson out of the middle.
It's so great to see Annalise Larson get those kills. Her arm swing is unexpected and very quick. And it's just fun to watch the setters use all the hitters.
Yeah, North wasn't quite ready for that one.
Parrish looks over for direction on where to send this one. Ramsey there to pick this one up. Blazek goes over the left side. Swung over. Jane's not fooled by it. Picked up over to her sister. She sends this over. Weisbrod there to pick this one up. Almost a joust there again. Raiders pick it up. Play continues here. Ertz sends this over. Ramsey there to pick it up. Blazek quickly into the middle. Christensen. Raiders not fooled again. Over to Ertz. Sends this over. And a great defensive play there again by Ramsey. The Panthers really picking up scrappy play here. Ertz swings this one up off the block. Weisbrod there. Blazek over to the left side here. And the Raiders send it back. Northfield.
That was a great rally by these two teams. Northfield's definitely picking up their defense.
Yeah, North is doing a really great job. They're going to go ahead, call a timeout here. North still has a lead, 19-16 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard. This is the Section 1-4A final volleyball game, Northfield versus Lakeville North on LN Panthers Live, KYMN Radio, NorthfieldLive.com.
Fireside Orchard and Gardens is ready for you to pre-order your holiday pies. Yes, Fireside Orchards has fresh pressed apple cider, caramel apples, fudge, cheese, and all of your favorite Minnesota apple varieties, but the pies. You'll want to pre-order some apple crisp or apple or Dutch apple pies. Open 7 days a week, 9 to 6 until Thanksgiving. Avoid the crowds and stop by during the week. Fireside Orchard and Gardens is located just west of Northfield on Highway 19. Check them out on Facebook or see a full list of apples at firesideorchard.com. Then stop for the apples and stay for the gardens at Fireside Orchard and Gardens.
Lakeville North's names and stuff.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm trying to pick up their names so like people.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here in set number 2. I just feel like this is a critical set. I often think the third set is a critical one, but in a match like this, who gets this second set could really dictate what happens here. It is 16 serving 19 for Northfield as Quinn Parrish, the right-hander, continues at the service stripe here for the Raiders. And the go signal is given. Ball's in the air, kisses off the tape there. Blazek quickly into the middle. Christensen there, but the Raiders not fooled by that one. Blazek, the bump set here, over to the left side, and that is just long.
That was a good call by number 12, Quinn Parrish, to let that one go.
Yeah, North is doing a really good job being aggressive and not letting up in this set.
Parrish continues here. 17 serving 19, picked up there by Weisbrod. Blazek goes over to the slide to Christensen. And it's point Raiders. I thought maybe there's going to be a touch there, not called. It was just out. You're looking to tool the block there.
Christensen was really trying to use that block, like you said, and just wasn't quite able to find it and just dropped it out of bounds.
Parrish, a nice long service run here. 18 serving 19. Oh, and another short serve, and they step up there, Ramsey, to get this one. Blazek goes over the slide again with Christensen. Raiders not fooled by it. Ertz covers her mouth. I think she was unhappy with her swing there as that one goes long.
Yeah, that was a great dig by Tegan Timperley off of that block there, and then Addison just sent it a little long.
North with the serve. Now it's 20-18 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Annalise Larson back in the game for Northfield.
Serve put into play here by the Panthers. Picked up there by Timperley. Quickly over to Ertz. And we're looking for a touch. Nothing called.
I think it bounced off the white tape on the net there.
North is doing a really good job getting those blocks up. We're running our right side a little bit more for Northfield, so they're trying to prepare for that.
Rents at the service stripe here, picked up by Larson. Quickly over to Sydney James. What a swing and what a pickup by Weisbrod on that one. Ramsey. Ertz says no, watching this one, and that is going to be called out on Lakeville. Point Raiders.
That was a good swing by Sydney James on that last attack there, running a 2 out of the middle.
You know, like Tim Torstenson said in the pregame interview, when we're not getting big kills, sometimes we get down a little bit, and North is doing a great job picking up our big swings tonight.
Addison Ertz at the service stripe puts it into play here. It's a free ball opportunity coming back from the Panthers here for the Raiders. Big swing for Sydney James.
North has a great block up, but it just tools out of bounds there.
It was a good use of that block by Sydney James.
I feel like every one of these sets is going to come down to the last few points here as Ertz puts a good serve into play here. Ramsey's there to pick it up. Lazick pushes it all the way back over to Ramsey, and that's a point for the Raiders.
That was a great block by Tegan James and Annalise Larson.
Northfield was down quite a bit there in that second set, but they've tied it up 21-21 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard, and North is going to call a timeout. This is a Section 1 4A final volleyball game, Northfield versus Lakeville North on the LM Panthers Live, KYMN Radio, NorthfieldLive.com.
Matt Hillman, Superintendent of Northfield Public Schools. I am grateful for the ongoing support this community provides our students. On November 8th, the district is asking voters to renew and expand our capital projects levy, last passed in 2011. This levy is about our students. It is about stewardship. It is about taking care of our facilities, supplying equipment and resources for student learning, and relieving the general fund. If both questions pass, taxes on the $350,000 home will increase by $6.75 per month. Make an informed decision on Election Day. Learn more at northfieldschools.org.
Paid for by Northfield School District number 659.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back inside the Mayo Civic Center here. Almost got run over there. I got to watch out how far I back up. We're right up on the concourse here, Section 120. At the Mayo Civic Center, Jim Welbrock, Kelly Piker, Sydney Anderson, 21-21, set number 2. If you're just joining us, the Raiders taking set 1, 27-25. We certainly look like we're headed the same way here. Addison Ertz puts the ball into play here. Weisbrod there to pick it up. Blazek goes over to the left side. That's Ramsey up high off the block here. Ertz with the pass and over. Annalise Larson, she's going to try it again. North picks this one up, left side. Ramsey sends it over. Ertz there to get it. Over to James, up off the block. And what are we going to get here? Perhaps a net violation? No, 4 contact call?
Double contact again on Lakeville North. These officials are calling the game tight, which is it's good. It helps these girls improve and work on their technical skills.
I want to say Northfield's first lead of the second set here. Ertz continues from the service stripe. Christensen from the right side. Doesn't work. James there, but the block sends this one back. Raiders reload. Ertz out of the back row, and that is just wide out of 1 there.
We're tied up again, 22-22 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard. Like we said earlier, this is going to be a huge game of endurance with the sets being this close this late in the game.
Raina Christensen at the line for the Panthers. The right-hander puts it in play there. Timperley picks it up for the Raiders. Pushed over on the back set to James on the left side. Panthers pick it up. They try their own left side attack. Block gets it, but it's just out.
Yep, Northfield had their block there. We just got to remember to turn that hand so we keep it in bounds on the other side.
Blocking, a complicated set of steps. Get in position, get your hands up, turn your hands. Lots of things going on in a block to be successful.
Northfield's going to go ahead and take a timeout again. This is the Section 1 4A final volleyball game. Northfield versus Lakeville North on LM Panthers Live, KYMN Radio, NorthfieldLive.com.
Hello, I'm Rick Dillman, Clinic Manager at MD Squared. We are currently looking for a certified medical assistant that can assist with the front desk, room patients, obtain vitals, administer vaccinations, and draw and run labs. Don't worry, we offer extensive training on how to run the labs. So if you're looking to be a part of a team that not only recognizes your contributions, but implements your ideas, which leads to spearheading positive change in the medical community, visit our website and click on the Careers tab to apply.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, another exciting set here. Panthers up 23-22 coming out of the Northfield timeout. We'll see if that ices the server, Rena Christensen. It does not. She puts a good one in. Larson has to back up to get this one. Jane's there, back to her sister. Picked up there by Christensen. Blazek, the bump set. Over to Ramsey, sent over. Larson there to pick it up for Northfield. Oh, the on two. They're not fooled on the Lakeville side. The slide down for the Panthers. That is Zwaber.
Zwaber did a great job running out of the middle there. It was quick. Northfield wasn't quite able to get their block set on that one. Nice job for North. It is 24-22. Lakeville in the lead.
Christensen continues at the service stripe. Put into play. Picked up there by Timperley. Into the middle quickly on Larson, but picked up by Christensen on the north side. And this one falls into the campfire for the Lakeville North Panthers. That is a set 2 victory for the Panthers, and we are knotted at one set apiece.
We are tied up 1-1. This is a Section 1 4A final volleyball game. Northfield versus Lakeville North on LM Panthers Live, KYMN Radio, and NorthfieldLive.com.
Navigating legal issues can feel overwhelming. There's no GPS to tell you what's the best path, direct you away from jams, or get you back on track when things go sideways. The attorneys at Kretsch Law can help you or your business navigate the twists and turns of addressing the big or small legal issues that can come your way. Kretsch Law provides practical, cost-effective legal advice, planning, and guidance for individuals or businesses of any size. Whether you need a zealous advocate or a thoughtful planner, Kretsch Law can help you and your business get where you want to go. Kretsch Law, problem solved, futures planned. KretschLaw.com.
There are a million reasons to have a financial plan, and money is only one of them. Done right, your plan should lighten your step so that you can lift up others. At Thrivent, we've helped clients with advice, investments, insurance, banking, and generosity for over 100 years. Let Thrivent help you find your financial clarity so you can live a life that's full as well as fulfilling. See how your money can do more.
You want it all in one convenient place. We get it, and we've got it too with Cub Pickup and Delivery. Now with all the perks of My Cub Rewards, like exclusive digital coupons and fuel rewards with every online order. Pick it up or let Cub deliver to your door with no hidden fees. Easier to shop, easier to save. Cub Pickup and Delivery, all perked up, only at Cub.com. All pickup orders over $50 are always free with My Cub Rewards. My Cub, my way.
360 Communities delivers safety and stability that improves lives. We've been doing this for over 50 years, one relationship at a time. Our free programs prevent homelessness, address hunger, boost high school graduation rates, and foster healthy relationships. We are the only provider in Dakota County offering safe shelter and services for victims of domestic and sexual violence. Get help or give help today. Visit 360communities.org or call 952-985-5300 and make a meaningful difference for yourself and your community. 360 Communities. Help in the moment, hope for the future.
Holiday Station on Ipava is your place for delicious snacks and ice-cold drinks. Once you're done refreshing yourself, refresh your vehicle with our brand new car wash. Last but not least, say Go Panthers to your cashier the next time you fill up, and we'll give you a 10-cent discount on gas. From the Holiday Station on Ipava, Go Panthers.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, back at the Mayo Civic Center Arena, beautiful downtown Rochester, Minnesota. We are tied at 1. Jim Welbrook, Kelly Piker, Sydney Anderson. Ladies, your assessment.
I know Northfield starts off with the serve this set, which seemed to work in our advantage in the first set. So hopefully we'll find that momentum right away here.
Yeah, North did a really great job that second set, swinging hard at the front row. They weren't letting anything hit the ground. They did really well coming out strong and playing strong through the end. Northfield maybe didn't start quite as strong that set there, and Northfield was able to just North was able to just get a run and keep that momentum in their favor.
Yeah, I think you can buckle up, folks. I have a feeling we are going to be here for the duration, just the way these teams are playing in the back and forth of momentum. And if you know anything about this sport, of course, it's almost 100% driven by momentum and whoever has it at the moment. And we're ready for set number 3 as Tegan Janes puts the ball into play there. Weisbrod picks this one up. Blazek pushes it over to Carlson on the right side. Ertz, big swing, and the touch is called, point Raiders.
Yep, that was a nice line shot there by Addison Ertz.
Yeah, North just wasn't quite able to get over. It definitely looked out, but they did get a touch up on that block and weren't able to play it.
Tegan Janes continues at the stripe for the Raiders. Sent over and picked up there by North. Quickly into the middle. Oh, that's called in. I thought maybe that was wide. A great swing for Christensen.
That looked out from up here as well, but I'm not standing on the line, so it's really hard to tell.
Yeah, it was a great swing by Christensen. She's doing a really good job again.
Hannah Rich, the left-hander, coming in to serve for the Panthers. Puts it into play again to Lucy Larson. They do seem to be targeting her on the slide. McDowell nicely picked up there by the Panthers. Again in the middle. Christensen, that play working for the Panthers.
Yep, when we run that slide and take our middle out of the play, sometimes it's hard for us to get back to get that block when the other side takes that quick approach.
Yeah, they got their big middle, Christensen, in the front row right now, too, and she's been doing a really good job this last set, dominating at the front row.
Rich continues here at the service stripe. Larson again is targeted on this one. Pushed over to the left pin here. Timperley, big swing, but the block sends it back. We have a whistle. I think we have a net violation here.
Yeah, I believe that was a net violation there on Lakeville North.
Tied at 2 early going here on the Heritage Bank scoreboard. Set number 3. Timperley puts the ball into play. Weisbrod there to pick this one up. Blazek pushes it all the way over to the left side. Off of the Raiders. A touch is called here.
Yeah, those are really tough to call when you're playing defense.
Yeah, they do call a touch on that. It was a little bit long, but North is doing a good job trying to find ways to get the points here. They're leading 3-2 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Rents at the service stripe here for the Panthers. Picked up by Larson. Over to Sydney Janes. Blocked there to send it back. McDowell sent over to Ertz here, but picked up nicely by the Panthers. Over to Ramsey on the left side. Point Raiders.
That was a great block by Maddie McDowell and Addison Ertz there in the front.
North has been doing a really great job of playing defense this game and the last set that we saw. You know, they're really able to pick up those big swings that Northfield is giving them.
Quinn Parrish in for the Raiders to serve. Puts it into play here. Weisbrod there to pick this one up. Blazek again all the way over to the left side. Big swing there for Ramsey. Block sends it back. They'll reload here on a free ball and an opportunity here for the Raiders. Ertz.
Oh, shoot.
Point Panthers.
Yep, I heard Annalise Larson call for that A, which held that middle blocker on Lakeville North, and Addison Ertz just was looking for that spot and fell short a little bit there.
North still in the lead here, 4-3 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Christensen puts the ball into play for the Panthers, picked up there by Larson. Over to the left pin, big swing there for Janes, but the block sends it back. They'll try it again. This time she tips up and over. Another diving attempt, too. Lakeville players diving off of the court here, sliding almost into the scorer's table on the other side.
North is doing a great job of getting that block up to block Janes out there. You know, that's probably one of the toughest hitters they've got out there, so they're doing a great job blocking her.
Addison Ertz at the service stripe here, picked up by Ramsey. Blazek goes back to her. Sent over. Timperley has to dive to get this one back. Free balled over by Larson. They will set up their offense. Over to Ramsey again. Skips off of Ertz there, and another down the line swing for Ramsey.
Ramsey's doing a great job on that outside again, really keeping control of this game here. Again, we've got a close game, so both teams are fighting to take this set.
Blazek puts the serve into play here. Again, Lucy Larson to take this one. The slide over to Annalise, but they pick it up on the Panthers side. Carlson sends this one over. The bump set here over to Janes. Again, the defense. Oh, and it's a little bit of an overpass there. The Raiders unable to score on that one. Carlson pushes this, and it's wide. Point Raiders.
That was some nice network by Sydney Janes there, being ready for that block and that overpass.
Raiders trying to take control again. It's tied up 5-5 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Sydney James puts it into play here. Blazek the on-2, all right into the campfire. Nobody ready there on the Raider side.
Yep, those are just not fun to watch.
Great play for Lakeville. They did a really nice job seeing that was open and just placing it there to take the lead again.
Blazek not using the on-2 very often, but when she has, it's been very, very successful. Ramsey at the service stripe here. Larson again to pick this one up. Back set. Over to Annalise Larson, picked up there by Blazek, and I think we're going to get a double contact on the Panthers.
Yep.
Tied up once again, 6-6 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Maddie McDowell back into the match for the Raiders to the service stripe. Lucy Larson again likes to work fast, puts it in play. Whisperode here. Blazek back into the middle. Big swing. That ball ends up into the crowd.
Addison Ertz was there to dig that ball. Just there's so much power behind that swing from Lakeville North.
Great swing out of the middle there. She was able to run quick, able to keep that arm speed up. She did a nice job on that swing.
Whisperode, the libero for Lakeville North, puts the ball into play. Lucy Larson again gets this one over to the left side. Timperley looking for a touch. R1 says, I did not see. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, boy, a moment there. She put the touch symbol in play, but no, it is not. And the serve will go to Whisperode here. Point, Lakeville North. Ball into play. Larson, that one skipped off the tape and changed her trajectory, unable to bring that back.
I remember the days when I played volleyball. The ball was not allowed to touch the net on a serve.
Yes.
That has changed a lot over the years, making it a little more challenging for serve receive.
Whisperode continues here. Again, tough serve. Larson there to get it out of the back row. James, but Christensen on a solo block.
North has just done a great job commanding that net, getting those blocks up. Northfield is going to go ahead and call timeout here. They are down 6-10 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard. This is a Section 1 for a final volleyball game. Northfield versus Lakeville North on LM Panthers Live, KYMN Radio, and NorthfieldLive.com.
Matt Hillman, Superintendent of Northfield Public Schools. I am grateful for the ongoing support this community provides our students. On November 8th, the district is asking voters to renew and expand our capital projects levy, last passed in 2011. This levy is about our students. It is about stewardship. It is about taking care of our facilities, supplying equipment and resources for student learning, and relieving the general fund. If both questions pass, taxes on the $350,000 home will increase by $6.75 per month. Make an informed decision on Election Day. Learn more at northfieldschools.org.
Paid for by Northfield School District number 659.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back inside the Mayo Civic Center Arena. Kind of a rainy, cold day here in southern Minnesota. Good day to be inside watching volleyball. Section 1 4A championship game. Lakeville North with the serve here. Whisperode puts it into play. Larson again gets this one over to Timperley, up off the block. And a great diving save there for Whisperode as she sends it back over. Lakeville does. Raiders set up out of the middle.
That was a hitting error by Tegan Timperley, hitting it just out of bounds. Looks like they're trying to run some different plays, though, at the net.
North is being scrappy yet again, able to pick all these balls up.
Whisperode been at the line a while here. Nice run for the Panthers. Puts it into play. Larson again picks this one up. The bump set here out of the back row. Ertz the roll shot, picked up by Carlson. It's going to go back to her. She takes the swing, looking for a spot in the sixth there. Doesn't find it. McDowell looks for a spot in the middle of the court. Nicely done. Point Raiders.
That was a good play by Northfield, using Maddie McDowell in the middle there.
Yeah, North was dropping back just a little bit, not quite ready for that short ball right there.
Tegan James wearing number 1 at the service stripe for the Raiders. Puts it into play here. Picked up by Ramsey. Blazek goes into the middle again. That's been working well, but the block does send it back for Northfield here. Raiders set up. Ertz, big swing. It's headed off into the student section for the Panthers. Point Raiders.
That was a nice swing by Addison Ertz there, using all of our hitters. Tegan James is doing a nice job using all 3 of her hitters in the front row.
Ramsey was back there, just not quite ready to pass it up. Feet weren't quite set on that one.
Janes continues from the service stripe. Whisbro there to pick it up. Blazek, back set. Carlson, double contact will be called on the Panthers.
Those I've noticed on both sides when the ball is passed real tight to the net. Both setters have had a few double calls this set, or in the second set as well.
Janes continues here. Good serve here, picked up by Ramsey. The bump set here from Whisbro and sent over to Sydney Carlson for the kill.
And that was off the block of Northfield's hands there to go out of bounds.
Lakeville North is leading right now 12-9 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Lucy Larson is definitely doing a much better job serve receiving. I noticed they keep serving to her, and she's doing definitely a much better job these last two sets.
Rich puts the serve into play. She's the left-hander here for the Panthers, and a back row swing there for Janes. His hand, maybe a joust here. Sent back by the Raiders. Play continues. Blazek back sets it overhead over the net. Panthers are going to set up again here with the slide. Christensen's there. It doesn't work. Point Raiders. And they're stumbling over each other there on the Lakeville side. Hopefully nobody hurt on that one.
Yep, that was a nice block by Maddie McDowell and Tegan Timperley.
Really good swing by Christensen, just not quite able to cut it cross enough to get around it.
Timperley to put the ball into play here, the right-hander. Good serve just over the top of the tape. Blazek quickly into the middle. They like that play, Christensen, but the Raiders cover it. Over to James. She's looking for a down-the-line tip there. Doesn't get it. And that is sent over by Holland for the Panthers. The back set over to James. Takes a big swing at it. Block gets a piece of it. Ramsey there to cover it. Back over Holland. Block sends it back. Point Raiders.
That was a great block by Addison Ertz and Maddie McDowell.
Great swing again. Looks like North is doing a really nice job coming together after each play, really regrouping to make sure that they can keep the lead. They're really trying to fight back in this second set.
Timperley continues at the service stripe. Right-hander puts it over Ramsey, picks this one up. Blazek over to the left side. That's Holland on the attack, but picked up by Timperley. Over to Janes, big swing, and again a fantastic defensive play. The Raiders covered on their side. Panthers, what a defensive play for them. Back and forth we go. Point Raiders on a great rally.
That was a great rally, and that brings us to a tie game at 12-12 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Looks like Lakeville North is going to go ahead and call a timeout. This is a Section 1-4A final volleyball game. Northfield versus Lakeville North on LN Panthers Live, KYMN Radio, and NorthfieldLive.com.
At Merchants Bank, we're committed to helping our customers fulfill their hopes and dreams. But what does that look like? It means being there to guide you through financial choices, like tips for maximizing your savings or choosing an affordable mortgage option based on your needs. It means we have digital banking tools to make your life easier. And when you need a local, friendly person to talk to, we're here for you then, too. Join Merchants Bank family today. Visit merchantsbank.com or stop in today.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, back inside the Mayo Civic Center Arena. Section final. Probably the most exciting match for most teams because it gives you the right to go to the state tournament. Nobody ever knows what happens when you get to the state tournament. Lots of things can happen, but to win your section and make it to the XL Center is the goal for all of the high school teams in Minnesota. Tegan Timperley at the line for the Raiders here, tied at 12, and it is a service ace for Tegan Timperley.
That was a nice serve by Tegan.
I think that might be one of the first aces we've seen tonight for Lakeville North.
Yeah, there has not been very many. Pretty good serve receive on both sides as Timperley goes again. This one, the tape rejects it. Service error on the Raiders, tied at 13.
Yep, those are the ones you hope hit the tape and just drop over on the other side, but not the case on that one.
It's going to bring Maddie Renz to the service stripe for the Panthers. Right-hander puts it over, looking for a spot. Larson has to dive to get it. Unable to.
And it looks like Lucy had a little bit of a difficulty on that, but Northfield didn't have anybody to answer that pass.
Serve is going to continue with Renz here on the Panthers side. She looks over for direction on where to place it. Sends it over Larson again. I don't know how many of these she's gotten. And that is another point for the Panthers as the attack does not work for the Raiders.
Yep, they really are picking on Lucy Larson tonight.
Lakeville definitely found a little momentum in that timeout there, taking the lead 15-13 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Renz continues. This one taken by Timperley. Over to Janes. Oh, and we were calling this out. I thought it was on the line. What a swing.
That was a great swing. One thing I noticed about Sydney Janes is she kind of comes out of the nowhere, and all of a sudden it's just putting the ball down.
Renz continues. Picked up by Larson. Janes sends this over to Ertz. What a swing and kill by Addison Ertz.
Yeah, we've got 16-14. North still in the lead on the Heritage Bank scoreboard. We got Quinlan Parrish back to serve now for the Northfield Raiders.
And Annalise Larson's back in the game as well.
Parrish surveys the court. Puts it into play here. Westboro there to pick it up. Blazek goes over to the left side. And a big swing for Ramsey.
Looks like Northfield had a little struggle on their block. Our timing was just a little bit off there.
Great swing for Ramsey on the outside. Senior, she's doing a really great job.
Rena Christensen, just a freshman at the service stripe here. Larson there to pick this one up. Over to the left side, Janes. Christensen has to dive on the floor to get that one, actually diving backward to bring the ball back up. Larson there brings this up for the Raiders quickly into Annalise Larson for the attack, but covered by the Panthers, swung over by Ramsey from the left pin and skips off into the crowd.
That was a nice rally by both teams there.
You know, again, we talked about a lot of emotions being here tonight. I think we're able to see it a little bit. North really taking command again of this third set now, finding that momentum. Northfield looking like they're struggling just a little bit, but trying to find their momentum here in this third set.
Yeah, Ramsey was really fired up on that swing. Sent over here by Christensen. Larson there going to pick this one up. The bump set. Ertz sends it over. And a couple of great defensive plays there. They're going to bring this one over, and they do. What a great play on the Lakeville side there. Janes over on the left pin, drops it in. That should be down, and it is.
That was a good play by Sydney Janes. She had a lot of ball control. She saw the court, found the open spot.
Lakeville is playing scrappy today. You know, Northfield just not quite able to find the court on their swings.
Oh, and this one long for Ertz.
Yeah, it's never fun when either team misses a serve because you do want to just see them play and rally.
Yeah, service error is never fun to see unless it's one for your side. Blazek here with the serve, and we get two in a row here, both long, both about the same spot on the court.
North still leading 19-16 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard. Sydney Janes heading back to serve.
Raiders need to make a little run here.
Yes, they do.
Right-hander puts the ball into play, serves short, but not fooled there are the Panthers. Over to the right side, and nicely picked up there by Ertz. Tipped up over the block by Timperley. Blazek goes over to Carlson on that right side. Ertz there to pick it up, and that one comes straight back on the overpass. Point Panthers.
Looks like Tegan Janes tried to get the block up there and just fell short. We weren't quite ready on defense.
North is doing a great job commanding that front row still. They're really able to find the court and, you know, head around our block to their and use it to their advantage.
Emily Ramsey here with the serve, picked up by Larson. Over to Annalise Larson, looking for a touch, and we're not going to get it. R1 looks at all the line judges and calls it out, and there is a timeout on the floor by the Raiders.
Northfield Raiders is going to go ahead and call a timeout. We are at 16-21. North in the lead. This is a Section 1 4A final volleyball game. Northfield versus Lakeville North on LN Panthers Live, KYMN Radio, and NorthfieldLive.com.
TD, it's not just join our team. It's join our team and let's do this. Let's go make great things for the products that keep our world running with the training and support you need from any skill set. Because at BTD, it's not just a job, it's a career. Find yours today with some of the highest starting wages in our region at btdmfg.com.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, back inside the Mayo Civic Center Arena. We are in set number 3. If you're just joining us, Raiders won the first set 27-25. The Panthers come back and nab set number 2, 25-22. And here, this one looks to be set into the same tight ending here. The Panthers up at the moment, 21-16. Emily Ramsey at the line here for the Panthers. Puts it into play. Larson there to pick this one up. Pushed over to the left pin, and Timperley in a great swing has the Lakeville North player checking her platform on that one.
That was a really great swing by Tegan Timperley. Really fun to see when it all comes together.
Yeah, number 13 just wasn't quite able to get down there. It was a great swing for Northfield.
Lucy Larson, libero for Northfield, puts it into play here. Blazek goes over to Carlson, skips that one off. Point Panthers.
It looks like Northfield's having a hard time getting our block there. We had a single block on that outside.
Yeah, Lakeville North is using that to their advantage. You know, Northfield's having a little bit of trouble with their block tonight, and Lakeville's able to see that, pick it out, and use it.
Sydney Wisbro, the libero for Lakeville North, puts it in play. Larson does a good job to get this one. The Raiders are going to have to free ball this over. Opportunity here for the Panthers. Sydney Carlson. They're going to try it again here, and it's going to go back to Carlson again on that right side. Again, the block is there. Raiders trying to play this one up out of the net and unable to.
Yep, just struggling on that block coverage.
Yeah, Lakeville is able to see that our middle's not quite able to get out there right now, so they're just going to keep sending it.
Wisbro continues. Larson again to pick this one up over to the left side. Nice swing for Timperley, and no touch called. R1 shakes her head. No, I don't see anything.
It is match point here. North is in the lead, 24-17 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Wisbro serving on the hook here. Larson there. Ertz. Free ball opportunity for the Panthers. Blazek quickly into the middle. Christensen. Raiders pick it up. Ertz has to get up after the first contact to get the third contact over. Blazek the on two. Not fooled this time are the Raiders. Janes pokes it over.
That was, the play worked. Wasn't the strongest play we've seen, but it was able to get Northfield here a side out and an opportunity to get back into this game here.
If you can score on chaos, we'll take it.
Yep.
Sent over here by Janes. The bump set out of the back row, and a nice swing and a great pickup there by Lucy Larson. Kimperly uses the block.
And that time they call a touch. There was a couple there that I question if their touch just was unseen by the official or the line judges.
Definitely a couple close calls.
Janes continues at the service stripe here. Panthers return it, but it is out.
That was a good call by Northfield to let that one land. It always makes me nervous though when I see that happen. It's like,
Raiders have staved off, 2 or 3 set points here, I think, and there's a timeout on the floor.
Yeah, North is going to go ahead and call a timeout. They're at 24-20. This is the Section 1-4A final volleyball game. Northfield versus Lakeville North. LN Panthers, KYMN Radio, and NorthfieldLive.com.
Matt Hillman, Superintendent of Northfield Public Schools. I am grateful for the ongoing support this community provides our students. On November 8th, the district is asking voters to renew and expand our capital projects levy, last passed in 2011. This levy is about our students. It is about stewardship. It is about taking care of our facilities, supplying equipment and resources for student learning, and relieving the general fund. If both questions pass, taxes on a $350,000 home will increase by $6.75 per month. Make an informed decision on Election Day. Learn more at northfieldschools.org.
Paid for by Northfield School District number 659.
All right, we're back again here. Ball's back in play here. The Raiders on the attack. McDowell, nicely done. Point Raiders.
Northfield not quite ready to give up here in this third set. Hopefully trying to find some momentum to take them into that fourth set.
That would be nice to see.
Tegan Janes continues at the service stripe. The right-hander puts it in play. Ramsey there to pick it up. Blazek goes over to the right side. Sydney Carlson gets a hand on it. Play continues here. We're looking for a lift. Not going to get it. Lucy Larson sends this over in a free ball. Blazek sets up here. Christensen ends the set for the Panthers.
Lakeville North is going to go ahead and take that third set, 25-21. Again, a really close game. We're going to head into a fourth set here. This is the Section 1-4A final volleyball game. Northfield versus Lakeville North on LN Panthers Live, KYMN Radio, and NorthfieldLive.com.
Thomas Gardens offers a wide range of fresh, locally grown produce. Sweet corn, carrots, cucumber slicers, potatoes, onions, and more. When you're ready to decorate for the fall season, Thomas Gardens has corn stalks, straw bales, cone flowers, and beautiful fall flowering mums. Check them out on Facebook, then stop by 9 to 5 Monday through Saturday and 10 to 4 on Sunday to shop from a locally owned family business. Thomas Gardens and Nursery, conveniently located along Highway 20 between Faribault and Northfield.
This is Matt Hillman, Superintendent of Northfield Public Schools. I am grateful for the ongoing support this community provides our students. On November 8th, the district is asking voters to renew and expand our capital projects levy, last passed in 2011. This levy is about our students. It is about stewardship. It is about taking care of our facilities, supplying equipment and resources for student learning, and relieving the general fund. If both questions pass, taxes on a $350,000 home will increase by $6.75 per month. Make an informed decision on Election Day. Learn more at northfieldschools.org.
Paid for by Northfield School District number 659.
At Merchants Bank, we're committed to helping our customers fulfill their hopes and dreams. But what does that look like? It means being there to guide you through financial choices, like tips for maximizing your savings or choosing an affordable mortgage option based on your needs. It means we have digital banking tools to make your life easier. And when you need a local, friendly person to talk to, we're here for you then, too. Join Merchants Bank family today. Visit merchantsbank.com or stop in today.
Fireside Orchard and Gardens is ready for you to pre-order your holiday pies. Yes, Fireside Orchards has fresh pressed apple cider, caramel apples, fudge, cheese, and all of your favorite Minnesota apple varieties, but the pies. You'll want to pre-order some apple crisp or apple or Dutch apple pies. Open 7 days a week, 9 to 6 until Thanksgiving. Avoid the crowds and stop by during the week. Fireside Orchard and Gardens is located just west of Northfield on Highway 19. Check them out on Facebook or see a full list of apples at firesideorchard.com. Then stop for the apples and stay for the gardens at Fireside Orchard and Gardens.
Locally owned and operated, Professional Pride Realty specializes in residential, commercial, and agricultural property. Search the entire multiple listing service at professionalpriderealty.com or call us at 507-663-1100.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back inside the Mayo Civic Center Arena, Section 1 4A championship match. Lakeville North Panthers taking a 2-1 lead. Jim Welbrock, Kelly Piker, Sydney Anderson. Ladies, what do the Raiders need to do here to change things in the fourth set?
I do think because Lakeville North has the serve this fourth set, I believe we need to come out and get that first ball kill. One pass, one set, and we need to get a really strong, really good hit right off the bat. And I think that'll bring their momentum up, their energy up. They need to start celebrating a little bit more.
Yeah, I agree. We've been having a lot of struggles with blocking. Going off that kill, I think if we could get a huge block too right away, just to find that momentum. But we're not really finding court with our swings right now. So like you said, if we could get a big kill to start this game, this set out right here, I think it'd be a huge turning of emotions.
All right, we're ready to go. Sydney Wisprode for the Panthers to put the ball into play here. Lucy Larson there to pick it up. The bump set from Janes. It's tight. Sydney Carlson just rolls it back over the net.
Not quite the way we wanted to start this fourth set.
No, it is not, but I do question that call by the line judge there.
I agree. Looks like she was right on the line calling it out, but...
Well, she called it in.
Or yeah, that's...
Wisprode continues here. Larson there to pick this one up. Timperley, the big swing, but Carlson and Christensen say no way for the Panthers.
Yep, we got to find a way to cut around that block there. Lakeville North is really reading our hitters right now.
North is hoping to make their 6th state tournament berth.
Wisprode puts it in play off the top of the tape. Larson adjusts nicely to get this one over to McDowell. Sent over. Christensen there looking for a lift here, a double contact. We're not getting any call. Coach Torstensen up protesting on this, but doesn't matter. Gets through.
Yeah. I do think, though, that first contact, it's tricky because you are allowed a double contact on a first hit after an attack or a serve. So maybe that's where the referee was coming from.
Tegan Timberley at the line here for the Raiders. Wheatsboro there to pick this one up. Blazek, the bump set out of the back row. Big swing. Oh, it's called in with authority by our line judge to the left here for Ramsey.
North has taken the early lead here, 3-1 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard. Northfield has just got to find some sort of momentum here in this fourth set.
They got to find a little bit of rhythm.
At the service stripe here for the Panthers is Rich. Puts it into play here, and the Raiders duck out of the way and let it go. It's about 5 feet long.
Yep, that was a good call by the back row there for serve receive, just to step out of the way and let that ball sail out.
Lakeville North is going to give him that point, sending that out of bounds, hoping Quinlan Parrish back here at the service line can get a run for him.
Parrish puts the ball into play here. Westboro has to dive to get it. Blazek over to the left side, and a big swing for Holland, but it is long. Point Raiders.
That was a good serve by Quinn Parrish. Annalise Larson is also back in the game for Northfield in the middle and the front.
Raiders have tied it at 3 here. Parrish continues. Westboro there to pick it up. Blazek over to the left on the slide. Christensen terminates.
Christensen's doing a really great job getting out there. You know, they're really using the fact that Northfield's middle blocker just isn't quite out there right away, and they're able to find the court.
Maddie Renz in to serve for the Panthers. The right-hander puts the ball into play and picked up here by Timperley. Janes, the run-through set. Pushed over to Sydney Janes, picked up on the Panthers side, and a sharp attack for Ramsey, who's really upped her game here and taken control of the match at the moment.
Yeah, Ramsey with the fantastic kill out of the outside. She's racked up quite a few of those tonight.
She's really able to hit around the block.
Renz continues at the service stripe here. Larson has to dive to pick this one up. Bump set over to Ertz, the roll shot over. Westboro there to pick it up, the on-two for Blazek, and again is successful.
Lakeville North is doing a great job of playing with high intensity, celebrating every point tonight.
Yeah, one thing that's different from the college game is the reserves sit down in the high school game. In college, they stand up, and I feel like the celebrations are a little bit easier to do.
They actually just made it a rule for MSHL that girls do have to be seated now during the games.
It's too bad, because I like the college game where they stand along the end and have little cheers, and it really adds to the emotions of the game. Ertz here off the Northfield point is going to serve. The block sends it back. Recycling the point here as Ramsey sends it over. Timperley there with a nice pickup, but Christensen on the overpass dumps it down. Point Panthers.
This will be Northfield's first trip to the state tournament if they come out on top here today.
Christensen earns her way to the service stripe, puts it into play there. Larson, and the Raiders are out of sorts at the moment, and you're right, the energy has completely gone out of the building.
Yeah. Lakeville North has really taken control again of this fourth set here. They're up 2-1.
Larson there on the Christensen serve. Sent over, and this one's going to be a point for the Raiders despite the efforts there of Hannah Rich almost running into the fence at the end of the court here.
Sydney Janes did a nice job that time arching or swinging right over top of the block and pushing it a little bit deep, which I think threw off the Lakeville North defense a little bit.
Yeah, maybe that's what she needs to keep doing on the outside, is hitting it over and long over the block.
Sydney Janes here on the serve. Blazek the back set. Oh, what a swing there for Brooke Zwaber.
You know, Lakeville North, their setter there is doing a great job. She's jump setting, and she's almost catching Blazek. She's doing a great job jump setting, and it is catching the Northfield Raider girls. They're not quite ready for that. They're going up with her almost.
Blazek, a Ms. Bodden candidate like Sydney Janes is. Tipped up over here by Annalise Larson, and are we going to get a net call here? I'm not sure. I believe it's a net violation on the Raiders.
It looks like Annalise Larson got that call. Or number 10, I thought she was signaling.
It's one thing I don't have down is how they do the numbering signals.
Yeah, me neither.
Just can't read it unless it's something simple like 3. Blazek at the service stripe here. That one's long.
It's a good call by Lucy Larson there to let that one go.
It had a lot of speed on it, and a really quick call had to be made there by Larson, and a good job.
Yep, Northfield is down 6-10 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Maddie McDowell's back in the game.
Larson puts the ball into play here. The bump set from Weisbrod into the middle of the court. Play continues here. Another bump set from the libero. Sent over by Carlson from that right side. Sydney Carlson with the kill.
Sydney Carlson is doing a great job tonight as well. She's a 5'10 senior. She's one of the highest leading the team in kills, so she's doing a really great job tonight in this final game.
Emily Ramsey with the serve, picked up by the Raiders here. McDowell, a nice swing, and despite a diving attempt from Weisbrod, the Panthers unable to bring that one back up.
And there again, that was another example of using that deep over the block approach there to cause the error by Lakeville North.
Yeah, I think we saw Edison Ernst sending it deep in that first set, and we haven't really seen us doing that much anymore.
Tegan Janes at the service stripe, picked up by Ramsey. Quickly into the middle again, but the block ready. Almost a couple of Lakeville players running together there. They do manage to get it over. And that one doesn't work for the Raiders, and boy, they're starting to feel it a little bit here on the Panthers side. We still have a long ways to go in this set. 12-7, but you just feel it a little bit on that Lakeville North side that they feel like they are in a good position here. Larson picks this one up, and miscommunication on the Raiders side. That is not going to please Coach Torstensen. He calls for the timeout.
Northfield is down 7-13 in the fourth set. North is up 2-1. This is the Section 1 4A final volleyball game. Northfield versus Lakeville North on LN Panthers Live, KYMN Radio, and NorthfieldLive.com.
Michael Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center. Hunting season is right around the corner. Out in the woods, you line up your scope. Wouldn't it be nice to be glasses free? No fogging or steaming. Time for LASIK. With 25 years of experience and 25,000 procedures, we are your experienced Southern Minnesota LASIK specialists. Dr. Michael Ritchie, Dr. Corey Miller, and Dr. Michael Reinsbach.
Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center, Faribault. World-class LASIK, small-town traffic. RitchieEyeClinic.com.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, back inside the Mayo Civic Center Arena here. Jim Welbrock, Kelly Piker, Sydney Anderson bringing you the match here. Section 1 4A championship match. Weisbrod at the line here for the Panthers. Raiders trying to get back on track here out of the back row. Doesn't work for Sydney Janes.
North is not lacking any energy or passion tonight or anything like that. They're ready for that state tournament berth, and they're just playing hard every single set or every single point.
Weisbrod continues. She's been at the service stripe a long while here. Lucy Larson on the pickup. Timperley sends it over. Ramsey there to pick it up. Blazek over to Sydney Carlson. Man, that has worked from that right side. It doesn't have a lot of zip on it, but she finds the right spot on the court.
Yep, and I think that's what Northfield needs to start doing. They need to find their energy and communicate with each other. I don't feel like they're communicating very well at this point.
Sydney Weisbrod at the line here continues for the Panthers. Right-hander puts it over. Trouble getting that one. It died on Larson, but she does get it up. Raiders send it over. The bump set here for Weisbrod over to Holland, who sends it over. Raiders pick it up. Free ball opportunity, though, for the Panthers here. Blazek back set to Carlson. Terminates.
Northfield only had one block up on that one. Our middle's just not quite getting there to close that block, allowing the Lakeville North hitters to have full range of that court there.
Yeah, usually Northfield's a pretty good blocking team, but they're struggling with that tonight, and North is able to take advantage of that.
Weisbrod continues at the service stripe. Janes picks this one up. McDowell finds a way, gets the kill.
All right, I hope these girls can find a way to come back into this set here.
Friend of mine, Mike Spoladoro, would say the Raiders need a touchdown and a two-point conversion here to get back into the match.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Timperley at the service stripe. Right-hander puts it into play here. Ramsey there to pick this one up. Plays it quickly into the middle. Christensen, and that bounces twice off Timperley's hand.
Great job again for North. They're able to be aggressive. They're able to execute in each swing. They have a plan with everything they're doing tonight, and they're doing a great job. They're leading 17-8 in the fourth set here at Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Hannah Rich, she's the sole left-hander in the match here. Puts a good serve over. Larson has to back up to pick it up. Pushed over by Ertz here. Ramsey there to pick it up. Blazek over to Christensen on the slide. Raiders pick this one up quickly into McDowell. That's a great swing. Nicest swing of the evening for her.
Yes, when their timing is on, Maddie can really put the ball on the floor.
Yeah, Quinlan Parrish going in the back row to serve. Annalise Larson's back in the front row as well.
Parrish, the right-hander, sends it over. Picked up there by Ramsey. Blazek Dion, 2. Raiders get it. Pushed over by Ertz there. They'll set up again on the Panthers side. That's Holland. Combination of Ertz and Larson send it back on the Northfield block.
That was a good block. They read that one very well. Northfield was able to answer back to that.
Yeah, Lakeville North staying really calm and collected though. Still, they know they still got the lead in this match.
Parrish continues at the service drive. Blazek backs up here to set this one. Christensen pushes it over. Raiders get it. Nice swing there for Janes, but it is wide.
Yeah, you could tell she was trying to go long again, which was a great idea on her part. Just sent it a little too far out.
Maddie Renz in to serve for the Panthers here. Surveys the court, puts it in play. Timperley takes this one. Quick middle set for Annalise Larson. A nice kill.
That was a nice swing by Annalise Larson. Timing was good. The pass by Tegan Timperley was right to Tegan Janes, so they were able to set that up.
Yep, Lakeville North just not quite able to pick up with those middles, and I think Northfield should start using that to their advantage.
Addison Ertz at the service stripe for the Raiders. Whisborough there to pick this one up. Blazek over to the left side. Ramsey, big swing. Raiders send it back. They'll try it again. Same play. Raiders again send it back. Blazek in the middle this time. Christensen, that one is airmailed long. Point Raiders.
Yep. Northfield really needs to keep using their middle. I think it throws off the blocking game of Lakeville North.
Raiders creeping back into this thing a little bit here. Ertz, good serve there. They've got Lakeville out of system on that play. Ertz takes first contact here quickly in Annalise Larson, and that is working for the Raiders.
Those quick plays to the middle, it's really holding those blockers. Lakeville North's not able to get there.
North is going to go ahead and take a timeout right now. They are up 18-13 in this fourth set. This is a Section 1 4A final volleyball game. Northfield versus Lakeville North on LN Panthers Live, KYMN Radio, and NorthfieldLive.com.
Barb from Professional Dental Group of Northfield, letting you know that the doctors and staff of Professional Dental Group are proud to call themselves Northfield Raiders sports fans. Whether scheduling for an implant, mouthguard, or general visit, we look forward to providing you with the same exceptional care that Professional Dental Group has delivered the Northfield area for over 45 years. So on behalf of Dr. Becky Johnson, Dr. John Nowak, Dr. Brian Kraby, Dr. Tyler Yonke, and Dr. Bo Hoyam, and their staff, go Raiders!
All right, ready?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here at the Mayo Civic Center Arena. Raiders on a little bit of a run here, trailing, though, in what could be their final set, 13-18. Middle attack working here for the Raiders. We'll see what continues, and coming out of the timeout, we call that a coach's point.
Worst time to miss your serve after a timeout and on set point. Raiders really got to get it back here on this one.
Christensen at the line here for the Panthers, and they return the service error favor, I guess we'll say it that way, and it's going to be back over to the Raiders on the side out.
Yep, 1 for 1 there with the missed serves.
14 serving 19, set 4. Panthers up 2-1 here on the Heritage Bank scoreboard. Put into play here by Janes. Over to the left side, Ramsey swings it over, finds a spot there in the campfire.
Again, doing a really good job on that outside. You know, she's able to drop it short. Lucy Larson struggling a little bit in the back row.
I think we were anticipating a big swing there, and that's what we were set up for, and then she switched at the last minute to that roll shot.
Blazek at the service line here. Puts it in play. Timperley picks it up. Goes back to her. Swings not make it over.
That was a pretty quick swing. She was just a little bit off with that timing there.
Northfield's going to go ahead and call a timeout. Lakeville North is up 21-14. This is a Section 1 4A final volleyball game. Northfield versus Lakeville North on LM Panthers Live, KYMN Radio, NorthfieldLive.com.
Bank is proud to be a locally owned bank that cares about Northfield. They know that their success depends on the success of their customers and their community. Heritage Bank is a proud supporter of Northfield area athletics and would like to wish the best of luck to the Northfield Raiders in all of their sports seasons. Whether you are a player or a coach, Heritage Bank is proud of all of your hard work and excited to be cheering you on. Come visit the mortgage and real estate professionals at Heritage Bank, and they will guide you through the home buying process with ease. They look forward to serving you.
Back here coming out of the timeout by the Northfield Raiders. Ava Blazek already dribbling, ready to put this ball back in play, and Lakeville really has all the momentum right at the moment. Good serve, but it is long. And we'll see again, that's a coach's point for Coach Torstensen coming out of the timeout with the service error. We'll see what the Raiders do with this.
Yep, Northfield's in this game right now, 15-21 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Lucy Larson puts it in play here. Picked up by North. Blazek goes over to the left side. Ramsey with a nice swing, but it's long by a couple of feet.
Yeah, great swing again on that outside. Just sent it out. I think she might be feeling the pressure a little bit of the game, but she's been doing a great job tonight.
Larson quickly to put this back into play. Picked up here by the Panthers. Sydney Carlson almost looked like that would be long, but picked up by the Raiders. Timperley goes up over the block here. Panthers set up. Blazek back set. Carlson nicely dug there by Lucy Larson. Timperley looking for a spot, but Lakeville there to get it. Pushed over there by Ramsey. Raiders set up. McDowell looking for a touch. Not going to get it. Panthers 3 points away from the state tournament.
This will be their 6th state tournament appearance. They have 2 state championships under their belt.
Ramsey puts the serve into play here, picked up by Larson. Quickly over to McDowell, but Panthers pick it up. What a swing there for Zwaber, but the Raiders pick it up nicely. Zwaber tries something off speed on this one, and it works.
Lakeville North has really taken control, honestly, since the second set and on. They're doing a great job tonight commanding the game. It's pretty close in that second and third set, and the fourth set here, Lakeville North has done a really good job taking off with it.
Ramsey puts it in play. Larson there, quickly over to Timperley. Oh, that was in. I'm sure that was in.
That was one of the worst calls I have seen in volleyball history ever. I'm sorry, but that was in by a mile.
Yeah, even Antonio Amador over here watching the match here in the Civic Center gave me the flag down sign that one was in. So, well, and there's the volleyball gods have spoken.
The ball doesn't lie.
Yeah, I still can't believe she called that ball out.
It is 17-24 Northfield trailing here in the fourth set.
Match point for the Panthers. The back set, Carlson. We're not ready to be done yet. The Raiders send that back.
Northfield getting some energy again. Again, Lakeville North is at match point right here.
Tegan Janes to put the ball into play here. Picked up there by Wisbrod. Quickly into the middle again. They like that attack, but it's set back by the Raiders. They're going to go over to Sydney Carlson, and that's it. Lakeville North returning to the state tournament.
Their 6th state tournament appearance. Again, they were there in 2011, 2012, 2017, 2019, 2021, and they won in 2012 and 2017. 2 great teams here tonight. Lakeville North came out to play, and they are heading back to the state tournament at XL.
Yeah, Kelly, I thought what you said, I think it was you that said, other than the first set, I mean, we had a lot of energy in that first set, really were controlling things. After that, it was really Lakeville North all the way, really kind of dictating the pace of the match, dictating the energy of the match, keeping the momentum on their side. Raiders made a few runs, but never really could get over the hump and get back in the match.
And I think what's different between these section games and regular conference games is in our conference, we very easily can defeat our opponents. We get the big kills and the big hits, and not a lot of teams can respond to us. So when we meet up with these teams from like the Lakeville teams, it's really great competition.
Yeah, I think that's the other thing that probably does swing in the favor of the North. They play a tougher conference schedule in the South Suburban than the Big Nine is. I think it's good for the Raiders to play in these tough season tournaments like Marshall, like Apple Valley, and like the Bachman Invite. That gives them a lot of good competition. But again, we talk about the 2 out of 3 format there is not the same as what you deal with here during the regular season. So
yeah, definitely a heartbreaking outcome. Last time, like we said, we were back here in 2017 playing the same exact team, ended with the same result. So I know Northfield Raiders were hoping for something a little bit different tonight and just weren't able to quite do it at the end. And Lakeville North came out strong, and they'll do great at the state tournament.
I think we will let you listen in here on the awards ceremony. Maybe come back with a couple of final comments after that. But we're going to take a short break here and just let you listen to the awards ceremony here in the Civic Center.
Assistant
All right, ladies and gentlemen, well, that's it. Lakeville North Panthers making their 6th appearance in the Minnesota State High School League State Volleyball Tournament. The seeding will be held tomorrow. The state tournament games are played next week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Over those days, you can find that whole schedule on mshsl.org. Ladies, final thoughts from the Civic Center.
I guess I'm just a little emotional right now, so I have a hard time finding some words.
Yeah, understandable.
Northfield, they came out hard that first set, and then really Lakeville North just took control the rest of the game. They came out really hard. Both two incredible teams, but tonight Lakeville North just really overall did a great job finding the court, breaking it down, doing what they needed to do. They're a really impressive group of girls, and I think I speak for all of us when I say we wish them the best of luck at the state tournament, and hopefully they represent this section well.
Absolutely, 100% agree with that. Fantastic working with both of you. And I guess I'll say that we'll wrap things up here from the Rochester Mayo Civic Center. I will say that the next activity on Northfield Live is going to be girls hockey. It will be the Raiders versus Mound West Tonka, a 1:15 puck drop, 12:50 pregame. That is coming up Saturday. And we'll let you know you've been watching the Section 1 4A final volleyball match here between Northfield and Lakeville North. We congratulate the Panthers on their trip to the state tournament. Wish them best of luck there. You've been listening to Lakeville North Panthers Live, KYMN Radio, and NorthfieldLive.com. On behalf of Kelly Piker, Sydney Anderson, appreciated working with you on the color, and our producer Lance Reister, I'm Jim Welbrock, wishing you farewell from the Mayo Civic Center in Rochester, Minnesota.